now. We're gonna have a good night. I need to shoot because I am actually live in 2 minutes. So, I will just keep chatting to you. Obviously, you've got my things open, so just message me if there's anything. But I just wanted to clear the air, really, because, you know, keep getting one person saying the wrong thing saying that, and you know me, I don't like I don't really like confrontation, but I don't like it when people don't like me or feel that there's an issue. I'd rather just open the air. Hello, hello.
Here he is.
Sorry about that. Apologies. How are we? That's better. Sorry about that. Just had a little bit of delay getting him.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Oh, can he hear us?
Oh.
I can indeed. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Cool. Sorry about that. Flight was a little delayed.
No worries. I'm going to come over here because I can't hear really anybody. So Padaddy fell off a crane.
Oh.
And Swifty's in evidence.
Right, okay. Is he on his way up?
Yeah, every 2 minutes.
Sweet. Perfect.
Let me just
cool.
put the thing on.
How are we all doing, guys?
All good, mate, you?
Good, good, good. How was first sort of week as commander, Mr. Rogers?
It's going alright. Lots of even more to get my head around, but yeah, I'm getting there.
Good. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear. Obviously, go on.
I was gonna say, did you get extra Tango 1? Did you? Yeah, mate. Yeah. Congrats! I didn't know that. Well, thank you.
So, obviously, I sent an email out for you guys to just brief over what you want to do for training wise, stuff like that. We've had a good chat today. There was quite a lot of events that happened last night. We had quite a long, eventful meeting between myself, Robbie, and Yorkshire, and trying to get to the bottom of people's opinions and feedback we're getting. Obviously, from day one, I've said to you guys, whether you guys have realised that or not, that you guys as commanders ultimately run the division. You guys choose your training, you choose your promotions, everything. You guys obviously get the final say on, and if you need any advice, then obviously you can come to us. With regards to RPU recently, obviously I've come in and helped yourself out and put obviously a commander in position. We've got all the baseline set up and everything like that. Obviously, Greg, you remember previous to yourself, I set up the foundations with you guys and worked alongside, and then obviously you've been executing them well and stuff like that. And then of course, obviously CID will ultimately having their responsibilities and stuff like that. And I said alongside Robbie that we would set up foundations for them to work with that. Obviously, we made a decision the other day regarding Swifty. However, we quickly retracted that decision because ultimately we've always worked. Robbie and I always work together. Whatever we say together. There's a couple of things that sometimes we, I'll say and he doesn't. I have not consulted him. And there's small minor things that people may come to him and he'll say no, and then it'll come to me, and vice versa, etc. But when it comes to these decisions, made a decision, I'll hold my hand up because obviously I've enforced it and got the decision wrong. And we're all human at the end of the day. We make these decisions. Sometimes you get them wrong, you put your hands up and you correct them, and that's what we're currently doing. So obviously Swifty, we're going to be working with Billingham and Swifty very closely to try and help them build the division, just like we did with Traffic, and of course obviously eventually with ARU, and then with Badandy. You will see in the police emails there is a new page called Police Rulebook that has been worked on today by a few of us. Obviously I'd like to go through that just to get your guys' feedback on that and any improvements from your side. The idea of the rulebook is so it's black and white. Everything that we do is black and white now. If there's promotions, it goes through the black and white system. Everyone knows when you get a promotion, when you don't get a promotion. If you are wanting to go to sergeant, it's all in there when you should be able to get sergeant and when you shouldn't. And then moving up the ranks, the responsibilities, stuff like that. Obviously, I worked closely with Badandy on this the other day, earlier, and we're quite happy that obviously any officer can take anyone for a ride along. Interviews are done Sundays only, because that will then give them until Thursday to complete their checklist before they can minimum get released and onto TPC. Everyone happy with that?
Yep.
Perfect. Again, sergeants and above can do checklists. However, inspectors and above from the response unit are the ones that can do the PC exam, because I feel, obviously, getting feedback from Badandy, he feels that there's officers that get accepted into PCSO or TPC or even his unit that maybe he's not consulted about or he doesn't know. Whereas now, if we're making sure that his inspectors and himself are doing that exam, they know exactly who will pass out and who won't. Excuse me. Obviously, TPCs, again, can become a minimum TPC within 4 days. And then obviously they've got to the end of the week on the Monday, the following Monday, to get their passed out to a PC. If they fail to complete all their checklists within that first week, they then have to wait the following week on the Monday to get their self-pass back out. I think we all agreed on that one.
Yeah.
Sweet. Obviously, when you get to PC, minimum 2 weeks before you can be acquired into a sergeant or eligible for a sergeant promotion. Same again, we also spoke today that we're happy for PCs to move divisions. However, again, 2 weeks minimum in that division before they can think about moving. Everyone happy with that?
Yep.
Sweet.
Does the headhunt rule still apply on that one if you do find somebody that's you think is very suited?
To be honest, go on, Robbie, after you.
Sorry,
You say it.
can I just get some food and water? I'm gonna.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's
mate,
a kitchen
yeah.
out there.
Do you want some? I got some on me, but Andy, if you want
Oh, wait
to
a
cook in
minute.
a drink.
Oh, sorry.
Dylan coming in with a prime 4 months. Let's go, buddy.
No worries.
Thank
would
you.
say
Hope you're well.
that just to keep things uniform and to stop us,
And Luby
grey
Gaming
areas,
coming in
I
with a
think it
tier
should
1 as
still be
well.
2
Let's go.
weeks
Coming in with a
before
hype train.
there's
Thank you.
you can be looked at.
How
So
we all
that
doing,
means
guys? How we
after
all
2
doing?
weeks, you're automatically
Where's
getting
your
one.
shit? I'm not
That's
sure.
the
He
earliest
knows the
point
meeting's
in your
here.
career
Half
that you
8.
could be looked at for a promotion or for this and that and the
Okay,
other.
no
It's
worries.
not, I've done 2 weeks, I can, blah, 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 blah. As we've always said,
Yeah.
I mean, Tom have always been on the same page with everything like this. You've got to earn these things, not just go, right, well, I've been here for 2 weeks, so automatically I'm going to get one. We've set a minimum benchmark because that's what we believe is the time it takes for you to have got
Welcome in
just
from
of that
TikTok. How
role
are we? Good to see
before
you, Hannah.
can be looked
Hope
at to
you're
get
well.
another promotion or even move to another unit. So that's why we've set it at that. Headhunting is, to me personally, it's a bit of a loophole, and it's too. We've tried it, obviously, but obviously, if you're headhunting somebody under that limit, there's always things. Gold Command, we will always sit down. we could always sit down, me and Tom, and have a meeting if there's exceptional circumstances. But
Evening, Stevenson. How you doing? Good to see you.
You know, it might take. We're very busy. Obviously,
Name change indeed. Naughty, how are we? Good to see you. Welcome
3
in.
or 4 days for that meeting.
My logo
to take
is
place.
coming. It will eventually
So
come.
if there is something we need to bend in the rules or you know, change or look over, then me and Tom have said we will sit down in here. We will discuss the pros and the cons,
probably because
and then we'll make a decision. But that again isn't going to be.
My monitor's been knocked. That'd be
instant. It's not. We might be in that day, both on shift at the same time, but we'll have to wait for that to go through rather than just going. Oh, someone said something and us making an individual decision.
Yeah.
Because and then we forget to tell the other person. It's never. We try to avoid telling the other person. It's just obviously we're busy and there's a million things coming back at once. So that's if everyone's in agreement, I think we'll leave it as the 2 weeks for the moment.
Yeah.
And headhunting can be you can be headhunted after 2 weeks because that's obviously, you know, if somebody wants to move, they can put a transfer request in, which
Here we go again.
Go into the transfer request.
Let me. I've just realised I've not changed my.
So that everybody's on the same page.
Go into dashboards.
And then if somebody wants to headhunt, they can obviously put into that transfer request, I am headhunting this person. How long have they been around for?
2 goals.
No, that's fine. I know that a couple of people had cottoned on to the whole headhunting thing.
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect. I've changed. I forgot to change that.
1 or 2 officers who've come up to me in the first week or 2 and have said, "Oh, you can headhunt me though, can't you?"
Exactly.
Welcome in, Jake. Yes, the server is Manchester Roleplay.
That's obviously been my issue where I've been coming in and people have been saying, "Oh, I'm going here, there."
Yeah. Obviously, you got kids. Same. It's the principle with the mum and dad in there. Like, kid would go to the mum and ask for sweets. No, go to dad. Yeah, and then that type of thing. We don't want that to happen. We just want like consistency and fairness throughout.
Someone's at the door.
Sorry?
Someone's at the door. And I've also just had a message off one of the guys downstairs said they can hear everything.
We're all in the meeting room and we can hear every single one of you.
Okay.
Not really much we can do about that one.
We're in the meeting room really early.
Yeah, can you still hear me, guys?
Yeah. Just,
let's just all gather around because the nosy buggers in the other room.
I saw Kutcher.
I can't believe we got to do this. Wow.
I know.
Nice.
Who grabbed me?
Cost of living crisis, guys. Let's keep warm.
But yeah, so we want to we want to make sure that it's all just one consistent between everyone. Everyone knows for black and white that this is the situation. No one can say any different then. And if they try to come to one of us, go read the rule book. What does the rule book say? And that's all we need to say. That's our answer from now on. Not yes, and then someone else says no. Inspectors, again, what we're turning around and saying is moving in as an inspector, you got to be 2 weeks minimum in your division. If you do move, because obviously everyone has that training checklist that you have to do to get into a unit now, they will become a sergeant for the time being of completing that checklist, and then they can obviously move up from there back to their role if they pass that and the commander accepts them back as an inspector. Chief inspectors, obviously it lays out that you guys have full control of the unit. You decide everything from promotions up to activity levels, training, operations, the lot. And in each one you will see it says if a sergeant has an issue, they need to speak to an inspector of their unit, blah blah blah. If a inspector has a problem, they go to chief inspector. You guys have a problem, you don't report back to us because there's no silver command at the moment. And obviously silver command, we are looking for silver commanders, everyone that's credible. The positions are always open. At the end of the day, more heads around that round table at the top when we make a decision, the easier it is because we can obviously get everyone's feedback then rather than Robbie and I making a decision because we've got similar ideas. And then if it's not the right one, at least we know with a few other heads as well.
We want to try and do everything here. Okay. So
here he is. How are we?
That's
Oakley's coming in with the 2 months.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we've got 2 subs and 150 bits on the hype train. Thank you guys. Very kind of you. Hope you well, Oakley.
In our emails, personal emails and stuff like that. We're going to try and do everything in here, so everything is clearly on the table. Everyone knows what's going on. That's why we've put this rules together so that we can kind of. There's never been secrets and stuff like that. But we want to make it absolutely crystal clear and cards on the table and everything going forward that everything we do is above board and straight down the line. Like Tom said, we're always on the same page.
Do you have a Snoke discount? I don't, but if you do
like
Xbox Smart Sneak, you should have my referral code, so you get a referral.
That's where things start.
So if anyone wants to use my referral code,
or
feel
going
free.
awry, or people going, well, I didn't know that, but you knew that, and he knew that, or she knew that. So that's what we want to try and do from now. It's about consistency, continuity, and clarity. The big 3 C's. Like that one, Tom?
Absolutely, I love it.
Yeah.
One big change that we've obviously said, CID know obviously their stuff. We've gone through the CID guys and what how they would like the unit to be played out. So there will be 2 ranks, the detective sergeants and detective inspectors, and ultimately you start as a trainee detective and you pass your checklist. Detective sergeants are the ones that are always plain clothed, wearing smart uniform, doing the detective stuff and forensics. And then obviously if you get the promotion to inspector, you can then become an undercover and plain clothed officer as well. That's your perk from there. The next is MPAS. We want MPAS to be on the response unit side of things as pilots. So for instance, ARU, obviously you will be training with MPAS because you want to be zip wiring out of it or whatever, the appelling out of it. And obviously if you're flying it, then it's one less person with a gun in the air, or on the ground I should say. Same with traffic. Obviously traffic, if you're flying it, it's one less traffic unit we got on the floor. Whereas response, obviously I know they've got pretty much a lot of subdivisions, however it's probably the best suited division for them. We will eventually get a commander in place that will be able to decide training and stuff like that for and who was going to fly it out. But ultimately I'd rather you 2 divisions being able to be in the back of it ready to jump out or whatever. Does that sound fair?
Yep. Yeah. So I get, obviously a couple of my guys have asked about MPAS training. I've always told them that
2K, yeah, thank you, appreciate you.
Above, is that that's going to be solely response from now on, yeah? So any of my guys that are asking for MPAS training,
yeah,
would I direct them to Badandi for training, and then they take it out provided that a qualified response isn't available? So obviously, like I'm MPAS trained, I've got a couple that are.
I would like to have a discussion between us all here and have a collective, because at the end of the day, MPAS is one of them weird ones, isn't it? None of us have actually taken the time to think of the correct answer. And it's sort of just like, right, if you want to do it, let's do it. But what is ultimately Badandi, because it's going to be falling under your category, what would you like?
Obviously then, I've no issue with training potentially some side. I just don't think everybody needs to be trained on.
Good evening, OJ.
I agree with that.
How are we doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. Mark Harris, how often do you and GC audit MDTs? So
go on, sorry,
no, go on.
We tend to get CID audit them because they use it all the time.
See, that for me, that'd be a good answer, I think, because then you'd get, obviously, for somebody to get to inspector, they've got to have a bit of responsibility anyway, aren't they? So
yeah. Not only that, you've got a command.
I was going to say, as for pulling it out, for getting MPAS out, it would fall on yourselves. So response, unless, like I said, if there was no qualified response on, then it would fall on the inspectors, assistants, and chiefs and goal command then for any MPAS if there's no response in afterwards. Then
they have no issue with that. No issue
yeah.
At all.
I agree with that, and especially with inspectors, sort of, if they are in the air, then they've got a better view as well now and then. But ultimately, I want response to be the main targets for that.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Lastly, obviously, I've said about the discipline and conduct. We all know that there's 3 warning strikes from sergeant above, and then obviously it goes to commanders. Will be a written warning, and then obviously if it continues, then it will come to myself and Robbie for the final say. But that's how we want it. We don't want it to be like a militant, fucking hell, I'm going to get a warning for this. But ultimately, you've got uniform, you wear your uniform, you've got cars, you use your cars that you're provided with. If you're fucking around on duty in uniform, making the police look bad, then it's your own fault.
So let me just clarify that bit then. So
Spunksy, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're well.
Three strikes, 3 verbal warnings.
Yep.
With a sergeant plus. So if one of, I'm just going to use my guys now. So say Waplington gives 3 warnings to somebody, then he brings it to my attention. I give them the written warning.
Yep.
And then if there's a further issue after that, it comes to Gold Command. Is that
correct? Yep. So essentially they've got essentially yes, correct. And it will. We just want it make it that way because anyone can issue a warning and it goes in the officer complaints, and then it just gets logged from there. Lastly, the transfers. Anyone that wants to transfer will. There's a brand new transfer page that people can put a transfer request in, and whoever it belongs to, the commanders, it will be down to you guys to say yes or no, and then you can tick it. If we get 2 ticks from both commanders, then it's happy to move. At least that way you're all understanding. So that was a good idea from you guys. So well done for that.
Yeah, I like that.
I think Robbie, do you want to take the credit for that one?
I'll take the credit, yeah.
Me saying it, I'm thinking Robbie's probably thinking, "Fucking, I said that, you twat." So
yeah, I mean, we just want to sort of not slow down the pace of things, but everyone's always running at 100 miles an hour.
I would recommend i5 PC for Intel or Ryzen 5, obviously, and 16 gigabyte of RAM or more. There needs to be
the structure in place.
Shorty Rach, how we doing?
If you want to be an MPAS pilot,
hope you're well.
It might take you a few days before the trainer's ready to do it. I mean, if you were doing any other,
we're gonna have a good one, AJ. That's all I say.
It might be weeks before there's availability on that course and stuff like that.
So, take care, Hannah. Appreciate you popping by.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Sweet.
Thank you for all the likes.
Yeah, I think that rushing thing's important because I think at the minute we're rushing people forward, then they're hitting the ceiling. If you get me?
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's probably better to pace stuff out, and then they've got something to keep them interested longer. If you get me?
Absolutely. And final point for me, just to ask. Firstly, 2 points. Firstly, have any of you got any issues you'd like to raise with myself or Robbie?
No, I don't.
No, I think we're pretty much covered.
Yeah, all good, yeah.
Perfect. And secondly, as I say, most meetings, whether people listen or not, especially on example from last night, we make decisions, sometimes good, sometimes bad. People may not like them, people may like them, whatever. All I ask is if anyone has got a problem, especially you guys, because you are our main targets that obviously fall under us, come directly to us, regardless of whether you're going to call us a twat, whatever you want to call us, tell us. Because ultimately, if you don't, how can we improve and make it better? Obviously, there's certain times where we've heard in the past people may go elsewhere, stuff like that. I don't care. Come to me or come to Robbie, because obviously we're making the decisions, and if they're not the right ones, we need to know that so we can try and correct it or make it, or at least even if we stick with it, we can explain ourselves better.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, everyone happy with that?
Yeah. Yep.
Should we go smash this meeting?
Yeah, just one more comment for Robbie.
Yep.
You twat.
I knew he was going. I knew it.
Wow, instant pistol. Wow.
Do you know the level 3 training?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I borrow you 2 seconds?
Sorry. Can we bring in where we can I mention it in meeting maybe where we can do a refresher like every month?
Yeah, ultimately you guys as traffic will be training all the time, but if you're happy and you've got time to bring in them to redo it every so often, that would be great. We need regular training, and ultimately, I would be more than happy with that.
Yeah, that's sweet. Then I'll mention that when obviously I do my bit. I also could do with a chat with you after the meeting.
Yeah, I was going to chat to you because I've could do with talking to you and. Thomas, welcome in. Or Tomo. Pro Josh, welcome in. Thank you for the follows. Wicked, cool. That's fine. Dude. Lots of policing, which is good.
You bald, mate. You bald.
Wow.
I'm not even
saying
good.
Got a mullet that's blue. Let's not go here. Looks like they're wave. The pipeline.
Right, officer, I need to talk to you in green hair. Were you up on top of the crane earlier?
Wow, this is good.
Evening.
Evening all.
Hello, hello.
Perfect. Are we missing anyone? Or are we all here?
I think there's someone down at PD
There's
gates.
a couple of the gates, yeah. We'll just wait a couple of minutes. We're pretty much on time at the moment, so that's cool. We'll give them a couple of minutes. How's everyone anyway? We all okay?
Not bad. How are you, sir?
Not too bad.
Butcher's got a granny car.
I see some of the PCSOs here. How was your training last night?
It was good. Yeah, decent.
I got taken hostage.
Brilliant. Welcome to the force. You're not a PCSO. I don't think.
I was the one who took him hostage.
I don't think you're a PCSO if you haven't been taken hostage. I think it's like a ritual.
Can I ask a question? Who got taken hostage? Put your hands up.
Oh, in PD in our lifespan.
All right, mate. That's you can take the P45 now, then, mate. I'll just escort you out.
P45. That's still got a younger age than you.
Interesting. I would be insulted if I could understand what the fuck he's saying. So I'm just presuming it's something to do with Mars bars. God, I hate this question.
Is he frying the Mars bars, or is he a fried Mars bar?
Yeah, he's getting deep fried Mars bar.
Hey, I'll tell you what, they're actually really good.
I will have to try one just to see.
I've never had one, actually.
Oh, you're
3 I never had a fried Mars bar either.
What?
Mate, have you
Fried Mars bar.
Have you ever had a battered pizza or the Barry?
Yes. Pizza crunch. Lush.
You should just do anything battered, honestly.
Yeah, but it tastes really good.
Fucking dick.
Right, is that everyone now?
So, judging on stuff that Scottish people have done, has anybody done methadone?
Jesus.
No, where I'm from, it's heroin.
Oh, fair enough.
Robbie? Rob, while I'm talking, do you fancy counting how many there is? I'm going to get lost. Right, we're all here. Welcome in, everyone. For the first timers, welcome in. Congratulations on passing. And hopefully you're enjoying yourself. So on behalf of the force, welcome in.
You're a bit low, Tom. Could you shout?
Yeah. So welcome in, everyone.
Thank you.
First, the first PCSO that are obviously here, welcome in. Congratulations on passing your test, and hopefully you had a good night last night.
Well done, lads.
I'm going to go through a few things. So we had quite a constructive meeting last night, Robbie, myself and Yorkshire, and it's opened ourselves up to a few things. So we've come up today with a plan of action moving forward. Some of you may have seen it. I know there's been some ticks and stuff like that in our emails, but we've come up with a rule book. We didn't feel that it would have to get to this stage, but we are going to put it at this stage. So the rule book essentially is all the rules in black and white, what we can and can't do. I know some people may turn around and say, when can I pass out, when I can do this. It's all in that rule book inside the emails now. I know we obviously have a handbook which probably says it in there, but we've made it a lot easier in the email system. So we're just going to go through that to make sure everyone's familiar with it. We've just gone through it as commanders, just so you guys can listen up for a few minutes if you don't mind. Obviously, first stage is PCSO. Every interview will now take place on a Sunday evening. If we miss a week because we're busy or whatever, so be it. It happens the following Sunday. We've got 70 plus officers in now, which is fantastic, and it's always increasing. Ultimately, 10 per unit, then 15 per unit, etc. It's moving up, and we want to try and keep to this 200 limit that we've got around or whatever. Interview Sunday, you have your induction straight after, and then that will give you the 4 days up until Thursday, which you can then pass your TPC stage.
Hang on, we've got officer down.
Who's not eating? If you haven't eaten yet, please eat.
There's no one here, Chef, so make sure you are eating.
Who's
Inside the
wow.
Of course, it's the ginger one.
Robbie,
He won't. Yeah.
do you want to do your thing?
Yeah, he's dead.
You want to do your thing?
I'll get his number.
Yeah. I believe.
Can I have some water, please?
Nah.
Have you got any Twix on you?
Yeah.
No comment. There's never a PD meeting without someone dying, so.
Like we've all got fucking diabetes.
Thanks, bro.
Tried to grab him, you got it with.
Sweet.
Oh, you need to put him down.
Do you want to just
PCSO, flex your
Some
Z
water, please.
muscle and then do your carry muscle again. Now flex your X muscle.
I didn't get any.
Oh, you want one, do you?
I'm pretty sure the
Yes.
angels will give him feedback.
Yeah, okay, we don't need you guys.
Thanks, darling. That's a cookie. What? Thanks, darling.
I don't like having any even.
We don't need one of you guys, unfortunately.
Hey, Lloyd coming in. So sad. Yeah, well, you know, it is what it is. Perfect. Cool. Right, I'm sure we'll come back. But yeah, we're going to go through this quickly. So Thursdays is the earliest the PCSO can pass out for the 4 days. Then obviously they can become a TPC. And then obviously on the Monday meeting after that weekend, they can then fully fledge into a PC. From there, 2 weeks minimum in that unit as response before you get eligible to become a sergeant promotion. Or if you want to transfer units as a PC... No worries. As a PC, you can change units and transfer to request out, and you don't need to be sergeant for that, but you need to complete at least 2 weeks minimum. Obviously, if you've got any issues, PCSO to PC, then you go to a sergeant with your issues, and then obviously they can deal with it who is in your own unit. So obviously PCSO's PC, you start as response, so obviously anyone in response, sergeant above, you can obviously go to them with any issues. If they can't deal with it, they will then escalate it to their inspectors and above. With regards to sergeants, again, obviously you can move units if you so wish. You do need to spend a minimum of 2 weeks. So if you've just been promoted in a unit as a sergeant, spend 2 weeks in as a sergeant before moving around. Same with inspectors. Again, you can move around. When you get to inspector and above, if you move into a different unit, you will head to sergeant for the purpose of your training aspect. Once you complete the training checklist, then if a commander is happy, he will then put you back to an inspector. But that just proves that, you know, if you're an inspector for a reason, you go through your checklist, the same rank as everyone else, and then once you're happy passed out, then obviously and learnt the ropes, then you can get your leadership role back into inspector. Chief inspectors, as we all know, they are the commanders. They get full control of their unit. They decide the activity levels. They decide who gets promoted, who gets demoted, who gets bigger bonuses, etc. Operations, training, and they report back to silver and gold commands if they've got any issues. But ultimately, they run the division. We only need to step in if they've got an issue and they need us to help. Silver Command, we are actively looking for people with Silver Command. You know, it's not been filled for a while now. However, it's not saying that it is a unvacant position. We are looking all the time for them credible positions to be filled. The more people we have to help, the more active officers higher up we've got on and stuff like that to spread the load. CID is getting a bit of a change up, so I'm sure obviously Swifty and the guys will help you with that and let you know. But there is 2 ranks. You've got the if you first come into CID, you'll be a trainee detective sergeant, and you will be going through all the checklists, and then you can pass out to detective sergeant, which ultimately means you are on strictly uniformed detective operations. So that will be either going through MDT or stuff like that. Swifty will go through all of that with you guys, and then you get promoted into detective inspector, which will deal with the undercover side of things. MPAS is something we're working on at the moment. It is agreed that our response unit will be taking the MPAS. We will eventually have a commander put in place with that, but response are the guys that will be the main pilots, and other units will essentially be able to be trained in it, but only use it if there is no response available at the time. Uniform and cars. as I've said in there, we have a preset for uniform. You guys should be wearing that, with the exception of short or long sleeve. Different hats, stuff like that, is preset. That's what you want to use, that's what you use. Cards, exactly the same. They're set to the rank and set to the division, so make sure they get used. The only exception, again, as I've said to you all, RPU PC vehicles are available to use if there's no RPU in the city and available at the time. And finally, transfers. If you do want to transfer, there is a brand new transfer request channel that you put in the details through the pin message, and then obviously it has to be signed off by both commanders. Everyone happy with that?
Yeah.
Wicked. Get in there and tick to make sure you're happy with that. Then it basically stops anything. If one comes to me, I say something, and then it's all black and white. It's literally everyone knows the score now. It's going to be consistent. It's going to be fair, and there should be no well, he got this, I got that, this, etc. It's all straight down the middle. That is the rules. That's what everyone is sticking to. So as of that, then we'll go through the basics. Is the first thing we like to do. Has anyone unhappy that would like to hand in their badge this week?
I had my shoelace in.
I mean,
your badge.
No,
No, it's attached to my
please,
foot.
no.
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 What do you mean no?
Do it.
No.
I miss you
down.
already.
Do a backflip.
Dude.
What's he dropped?
Kids are crying now.
You want to hand in your badge?
Please, mate.
Okay, no worries. See us after. No worries, we can see you after if you want.
Please, gentlemen.
Perfect, cool, sounds good. Anyone else? So everyone is happy in their current role, their positions, and we go another strong week.
Yes.
Wicked. Fantastic. So I'll pass you over. Robbie, you've want to add anything?
So for me, obviously,
Toby coming in the rows and Ted coming in the 41 weights.
Are always on the same page.
Thank
And the
you.
reason we
That's
put
very
in
kind of
these
you.
Rules is so that everything is clear and nothing gets missed.
Hey Galaxy, good to see
you.
you.
Stop racing for things, so things might take a little bit longer now. If there's something that needs to be dealt with by Gold Command,
Yeah, you took all my
we will
my
both be
Twixes,
present,
Yorkshire.
and that might be a couple of days, or it might be that day.
Toby coming in, thank you,
Professionalism is a
appreciate
big
you.
thing for us as well. Like the rules say, if you're off duty, you can do what you want. but
William,
are
if you come
still
into my
serving
Discord,
police
I've got
officers.
application
Okay,
help
just think about
in
what
there.
we're
You
putting
can
on Twitter and what we're doing. With
you've got all the
ourselves
help
and
you
all
want
of
in
that.
there. It's in my
If
bio.
we're on duty, it's professionalism all the time. We shouldn't be putting anything on Twitter while we're in uniform, unless it's been sanctioned by CID and it's an undercover operation. We definitely shouldn't be putting criminal offences or looking like we're messing around and stuff like that. We obviously represent Manchester. We all put this uniform on to come here and do the same job. And that's really it from me. We will be stronger together, always. And it's such a great to see every single one. I just counted 34 of us here tonight.
34
an amazing
officers.
turnout.
Woo!
And hopefully everyone will be
Newt.
on the same page and everything now. And if there are any issues, come and speak to us. Like Tom said, we can't fix it if we don't know about it, and it doesn't matter if it's us or somebody else. Just talk to us, and we'll get it all fixed. All right, give us a chance to fix it.
Yeah,
and that's all from me.
Yeah, I echo that. Obviously, we made a decision the other day about CID. It wasn't liked. We thought at the time it was right, but it wasn't. We've gone back on our decision. But ultimately, we can't know what's right or wrong or what your guys' opinion without you telling us exactly what Robbie said. We're here. We talk. Call us whatever you want, but just tell us. Don't go elsewhere. Don't tell other people. Don't do whatever. Come directly to the problem. Tell us, and we can solve the issue. And the same with the hierarchy situation. You got a problem, you go through the hierarchy, and they then start going through there. That's the whole reason why you get a promotion, and you go through management, leadership, stuff like that, because you've earned the right to take lead in certain things. So that's why you should be rewarded with obviously dealing with certain situations. Fantastic, cool. Let's move over to Swifty.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. How are we?
Not bad, how are you, mate? Can you just speak up a bit, mate?
Yeah, is that better? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's perfect, mate.
Bribe me.
Yeah, just touching on what
you got to bribe me a little bit more than that.
Obviously, they've set it set the bar, so let's keep it there. Radios. Now we've got all these new dispatch.
You was my
channels in.
first sub on TikTok,
Let's
Galaxy.
use them.
Yes, you was indeed. Anyone else who feel free want to sub on
Finally,
TikTok, feel
from
free.
my
Or
point of view on
even
CID
better, come on over to
is
Twitch.
When it comes to forensics on a
We've
scene,
got 61
if the
TikTokers
CID on,
at the moment. Feel free to
CIDs
come on
do
over
it
to Twitch.
and no one
I
else,
think we've got
unless they've
57 in
been
Twitch.
trained.
We're trying to hit that
But if the
average
CID on a
of
scene,
75.
that's down to CID.
And get that sub goal.
Anyone who wants to be
Hit that sub
trained,
goal. That'd be good.
speak to me. or
Support the
Billingham,
channel.
and we'll go down that route. And then you can do it if no CID is available. And that's it for me.
Perfect. Newly appointed Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, firstly for me, I'd just like to say thank you to Gold Command for obviously appointing me. And
You're welcome.
Actually, before we do, obviously with command situations, I have always said that, you know, if they're commanderless, they do need to be put in at certain times. So he hasn't been congratulated properly yet. So if we can all just clap our hands and congratulate Rogers and Lumsden for getting the positions as commanders.
Congratulations, fellas.
Cheers, everyone.
Well done, bud.
I tried to
done,
start
guys.
that round,
Well
but
done.
Paul's never fucking blanked me.
Congratulations.
I trained Lumsden, so I'm taking credit for that one.
Well done.
Lumsden.
Cool. Well done, boys. Good stuff.
What a cutie.
Won the Scotland.
Right, over to you again. Sorry, apologies for butting in.
Right,
Yeah, last clap.
firstly, I'd like to add any PCR above that hasn't been level 3 trained, driver level 3 trained yet. Please come to myself or Lumsden. And
Bubble,
we'll get that sorted
Bubble,
for you.
how are we?
Moving on to level 3 driver
said?
training. If you already have been level 3, we're going to start bringing in monthly training sessions for this.
I know, Tomo, it's
just
got to be
keep
done
you
though.
up to scratch with training. We do it weekly, so we thought once a month will be.
Matt, you
adequate for that.
apply. You apply to get
We've
a
also been
police
working
role
very
or whatever.
closely
You come
with
into city and you
NHS,
apply.
on scene control. This is something I've took on over the last couple of weeks.
Appreciate
so
your
if
class
anyone
content. Thank you, Ben.
gets
That's very kind of
call
you.
off NHS, just say, can we go close the road?
Sent
or
another
close the lane
41,
off,
Tedward. What are you doing?
if anyone's free to go
Quality.
assist them,
Appreciate you.
that'd be awesome. And if anyone is looking to join RPU, then please go onto the emails and do the transfer request. Sorry. And
Right now,
yeah, looking.
There's 182 in the city, 34
That's it from
police.
me.
Perfect. Web?
Yeah, sorry. From an ARU perspective, the only thing from me is in relation to MDTs. Obviously, I've brought in the new MDT template.
Chucker Rock,
for
appreciate you. Thank you. That's very
Shotfired.
kind of you coming in and saying that. Thank you.
To make sure we're using those. There was a little
Right
bit of
now, we're
confusion
on a police meeting,
how
so you'll
and
see on the
where
left-hand
to
side for
put them.
TikTok,
So
you
if
can't really
it's
see
an
it, but
active
police
scene
meeting
that
is on,
you're,
so people know there's a police meeting
you're
every
leading,
Monday
so you have created
at
the
9 o'clock,
MDT for, then it'll go into
so
your
they can't commit
main
major
section of
crimes
it.
during that time.
If you're
It's just an
attaching to a
agreement we
scene,
have in
so
the.
if it's Vangelico, for example, or shop robbery, or just any other shooting where an officer may have started the MDT for it, then it goes in your involvement.
How are we doing, Galaxy?
Any bullet casings you retrieve, then it will go into
You can apply to go in the city. Feel free to come on over my Discord. It's discord.gg/DeggyUK. And there's a how to play section in there. You can apply.
But it's a better way of us as well being able to track and provide feedback on any shots that have been discharged. That's it from me.
Yeah, with that, with the MDT, the evidence section is really class. We did it the other day, practice. The gun clip that they found on the floor, put it straight into that, get casings in the evidence section, and then what you can do is search that serial number in the incident lookout, and it will actually come up with the MDT. So if there's multiple shootings with the same gun, you can actually find multiple MDTs. If everyone does it properly and put evidence serial numbers in the evidence part, it will bring up every gunshot that is done. So if you find the suspect with a gun, you can potentially link him to many, many more.
Yeah, it'd be good practice for, God forbid, the day that a gun finds its way onto the streets.
You can also do that with the PD guns as well.
Yeah, anything that has a serial number, even blood, etc., it will bring up every time that blood has been found, every time fingerprints have been found. It makes sure that is a key with the MDT. You put every evidence serial numbers in the evidence part, because then you can look it up and it will bring up every case. And CID is massive for CID.
The officers' ones as well. You just put it into the civilian lookup and it will come up with them.
Yeah.
We've also, with ARU as well, Watlington worked with Newt to create 2 handbooks for us, which GC1 and 2 have looked at, and quality of them are great. So they've been rolled out to the division now.
Try
so
apply, Joe. Try apply. I'm not. I don't deal with the Twitch stuff. That's my mods that deal with bans, stuff like that.
Contents as well.
And the template. And the template. Oh
I just mentioned the template. Do you want to come and do the meeting?
Fuck no.
I've not got all night.
Yeah, so I will add that Watlington did work on that template for us as well. So appreciate the help of that, Watlington.
Lucky he's got a really small ego and he didn't need it.
I know, to massage that ego anymore. It's like an head won't fit in the helmet. We'll have to get a bigger one for him. That's it for me.
Fantastic, Mr. Badandi.
Yeah, just a few points. So, appreciate everybody that's been on this week. I've noticed there's been a drop in activity from a few people, so I'll be personally getting in contact with them to see what's going on. Radio comms are slipping again.
Even though, feel free to come on over. If you are in TikTok, feel free to come over to Twitch. We are live streaming. We're going to go into City very shortly. The meeting's almost finishing.
It's happened the last couple of nights. So if I can see somebody's on the radio...
From Luton, come on you hatters. Indeed, going tomorrow night.
And not responding.
I'm a home and away scene ticket holder.
I will be taking notes of the names and having chats in the office. Because there's no need for it.
Hey doing, Chris? Good to see you. Welcome in.
If you're not,
Hope you're well.
That's fair enough. Come off
there is not another channel. I have to check that.
But I expect better on that front.
It's very kind of.
But I've had no other major complaints. So just keep up the good work, guys. And yeah, that's it, really.
Sweet.
Can I just jump back in?
Yep.
Yeah, final. Forgot one part. MDTs. If you're on a scene, you're an MDT, and you get evidence from that scene, please put it in evidence when you come back to PD. If it's not in evidence, and we will be checking, if it's not placed in evidence, then yeah, it will be a strike or a warning, as this could mess up an entire investigation.
It's a good point, actually. I forgot to mention earlier. You will see in them the rule book, the discipline part. We don't want to be strict on anyone. We want everyone to have fun. But sometimes when officers just are not doing the simple jobs that we've asked or that should be done, evidence, stuff like that, there is a warning structure in place. A sergeant and above can issue just a verbal warning to say, look, come on, you should be doing this or that. You get 3 of them, and then the commander then steps in and says, look, you've been kicked up the arse 3 times now. What's going on? Why is things happening? You get that written warning, and then if it still continue after that, then it is you have to come and have a gold command meeting with us and say, look, what is the situation? Why is it constantly one after another? And essentially you got 5 strikes, but hopefully with just one little simple, come on, let's pick it up, it should be all okay. And that's we're not trying to make it a militant force, but we do still want to have that fun element, but we do need to obviously make sure jobs are done properly.
But that doesn't mean 5 strikes to go and do whatever. If there are more serious, it can be instant. Okay, we're just trying to make it as fair as possible.
Skinton, welcome. Thank you. Okay, as well.
One more thing after you finished.
Yeah, no, come on, after you.
So LOAs.
Bailey as well. Fish.
Okay.
Jordan, welcome in. Thank you for the follows. Hope you're well.
The LOAs today.
Hey, Dougie, good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing? Football will never die. How are we? Good to see you. Thank you for sending likes.
For a month
and for following as well.
Contact or communication, or 4 weeks. Then obviously we will be dropping that person down and contacting them, because LOAs. Obviously we need to get. We're getting so many officers in now that the spaces will be filled. So if we've got people taking up sergeant and inspector slots, and they're not here, then obviously that is taking a slot away from somebody else. We won't be necessarily getting rid of that person out of the force. We'll just be dropping them back down.
I'm very good, thank you. I'm very good.
Obviously be around again. Now, if you want to come and discuss an LOA with us, you don't have to give us the reason. We don't need a reason, okay? But we need an idea of when you're
what phone you got, Dougie? What you got?
To the force. And obviously, if it's over sort of 4 weeks, then obviously we need to look at that position in more detail. Does that all make sense? Is that agreeable with everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, can I just add, if you're going an LA as well, just remember to tag your unit commander in so we can take a note of it, please.
Yeah, copy that, mate.
Sweet. 34 officers, fantastic. Thank you for everyone that's showing up. Hopefully, obviously, this 34 happens on a regular night, because obviously that's why we keep bringing in more and more to try and boost these numbers. We got 200 in the city that are keeping us on our toes, and 34 is a good number to deal with. The more police that we have on duty at night and during the day, etc., the easier it is for us all. We can sort of spread out a little bit more, take more regular breaks after big situations and recoup stuff like that, and not rush in situations. So all I ask, guys, is just not rush and enjoy it. Yep, go on, Savas.
Thank you. So I just wanted to mention, obviously officers on radio, they people are mentioning things that shouldn't be said on radio. So saying how someone's at an RTC, people would be saying like, "Oh, he should be DOA. How is he not dead?" It's just it shouldn't be said on radio. You know?
No, agree.
It's quite frustrating. It's happened so much this past week.
Yep. That I totally agree on that. And look, we've got the first step. We've said it for a couple of weeks now, and it's happened. We have our radio system labeled now, so you guys know what radio channel you should be in for certain things. The secondary was either going to be a CID radio channel, or it was in case we had 2 robberies. I'm happy for CID to sort of mingle in that if they need to for certain things, but ultimately, if obviously we've got a second robbery, that's what that's for, or a second big incident. You go over there. You've got RAC on the radio now, so it's so much easier for you to be able to control. Just make sure you use them. Every Groupie 6 truck gets an escort back. It's so fun to do. I'm sure you guys agree who have done it. It is really fun to do. It's nice to do. So make sure you get everyone on radio. I normally go for radio 10, plain and simple, and even the drivers have to go on that as well, and you coordinate it back down. But yeah, ultimately the radios are getting better. Our dispatch system hopefully will come soon. If it isn't coming soon, then I'll try and see if anyone wants to do a dispatcher for a little while, and just to try to keep the comms down. But ultimately, yeah, just keep it at a minimum. Make sure you're on the right channels and enjoy yourself. Any more questions?
I've got one more thing on your...
Yeah, no, is that just to save the hands?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hi, sorry. PCSO White, just for those who I haven't seen before. Not really a question, I just wanted to thank for mainly Inspector Povey over there and PC Bear here, who have been really helpful to me for the past sort of day and helped me, have learnt a lot, so I just wanted to put that on your guys' radar to say that those two especially have helped me out quite a lot.
Well done, Povey.
Well done, guys.
Come on, Stovey, let's go.
That's nice.
It's nice to hear that. Really good. And now, ultimately, you guys, the PCSOs are our future. It's what we want to come through. We want you guys to make sure we're enjoying yourself. And all of you guys, as I've now said in the black and white, PCs can take PCSOs on a ride along. Can't complete your checklist. It's sergeant above. However, you should be taking them on a ride along to help them. Because
there should be no circumstances where a PCSO is left in PD car park, and if I come on and that happens, there'll be words. Respect them in the radio. When they ask for a ride along, just answer them, please. Yeah.
Armed response taking PCSOs on ride-alongs. If you go to a scene that requires you to get involved, then you either have to stay at a distance or make the PCSO remain in the car at a safe distance. That way they're still getting involved and you're still teaching them what you do, etc. But ultimately they stay out of it for the time being, but they're still in visible range rather than sitting in the car park.
Can I just add to that? If they do go with ARU and ARU have to get out of the vehicle, give them keys to your vehicle, so if shit goes sideways, they can get out of there.
Yep. Is everyone happy with that? Robbie?
So just my last thing. Reading the rights and searching and cuffing. Please make sure we're doing it at the scene. I know it's easy to forget sometimes, but the first thing we should do is get them in cuffs, get them searched, and then read them their rights. And this should all be done within, a minute or so of them being arrested. And then if we could, the arresting officer needs to come down and
Thank you for all the follows.
Process that person. Okay, I had one earlier, and did we ever find out, Dandy, who arrested that person?
I believe he was checking over his body cam.
Look up to the camera.
Right.
I couldn't find it, but Bear's got a description of the officer.
Hi lads, great content. Appreciate you. Very kind of you. The right wolf.
Okay.
Yep.
That's all from me. Thank you.
No worries. Questions?
Yeah. I haven't been invited to the emails yet. I'm not sure if any other PCSOs haven't, but I thought I'd just bring that to your attention.
Perfect. We'll make sure we can do that. Povey, if you don't mind, just so you know who you did yesterday, can you just make sure everyone's invited in? Do you have the ability to do that?
Yeah.
Perfect. So anyone that's obviously not got it yet, please see Povey at the end and he will make sure that happens. Yeah, another one.
Mate, you don't actually have to read the rights up until you process them as well. If you can't read them at the scene.
I think what he's meaning is where people are not reading the rights at all,
I'd rather you read them 10 times and it gets through. Every time, if you hand them over and you're unsure if you've done them or not, just read them again, just to make sure that you've done them. But ultimately, that Robbie is saying it correctly, you put them in cuffs, that's the first thing you do. And we've went through that training down at the airport, remember? If you're in a tight situation where you're unable to do it right there and then, you go to a bit of a safer zone to do it. And that continues. Yes.
There's a minute. Perfect. So, obviously you were saying about if we give PCSOs a ride along, if let's say a response unit or RPU unit wants looking to join armed, they want to go on a ride along, what is the protocol for that then? Do we leave them in? Do we ask them to stay in the vehicle if it's like a sort of armed scene, or are they allowed to get out? Stumped.
I mean,
the same as every other scene.
I would
any armed officer is that really, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you're the armed officer. It would be exactly the same, to be honest with you. But again, going on ride-alongs, obviously another unit. If they're short in that unit, then obviously you won't be able to do that ride-along until there's enough officers to cover them and stuff like that.
Comes up, sort of thing.
At the end of the day, it's your life, isn't it? If you're going to an armed situation, and you're the only one with a gun, the person that hasn't got the gun isn't going to get out and start waving his taser around, is he? So we need to just be bearing that in mind. Just before we, did you have a question?
No, I'm all good. Well, it was more just to say about the rights thing. I was just going to say, Chief Inspector Badandi had me just looking over responses, MDTs before, just to look at the quality of them. And one thing that
no, they shouldn't realistically. PCSO shouldn't go around with arms, correct? However, because it's one of these in the city, if that's all we've got available at the time, I'd rather them go out and learn.
That their reds
we don't have guns in the city that we know of at the moment as it is, so all it's going to be is a knife attack. So, you know, it's for realism, but at the moment, I'm happy.
So I was just going to say maybe people can start actually putting into the MDTs that they have read their rights at the scene. And it means if people say, oh, I wasn't read my rights.
Don't worry, Rebecca, I will do in a minute. We have to have this PD meeting. It's always a PD meeting.
We have done it.
That's a good shout.
Good shout. What did you have a hand up as well?
Yeah, just a thing, like, if you don't search a suspect on the scene and they get in your vehicle, obviously we are supposed to, but if you don't, because you'll forget, also just tell them that your vehicle will be searched after and before, so if they do put anything in your vehicle, you know it is theirs, not yours, because I've had people do that to me beforehand, and then further arrest them over an offensive weapon or something like that, if you don't search them at the scene.
Yeah, agreed. Anyone else with a comment? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if you don't mind. Phones and radios as well when we pull them into custody. What's the deal with that?
So
Archie put something in emails the other day.
Yeah, I would recommend telling them that you've done it, but not doing it. If they then abuse that power, then you do what you need to do necessary. But I would leave it on them because there's a bit of a situation. Sometimes they don't get it back. and then they get stumped for it. So I'd recommend going through the process of taking it, but if they then abuse that, then that's something you can deal with later.
Yeah. Is that radios as well, or is that just phones?
Yeah, both. Yeah, if they're using it and you've already taken it off them, then that's not right. Exactly that. Just to let them know.
You slapped that up a bit quick there, Andy.
Magic.
Quick fingers.
You used to do it,
have we got anyone else to issue, or should we get out on duty and catch some criminals?
Get out on duty, catch some criminals, boys.
Let's do it then. Oh, sorry. Yes. No. All right. Yes. Sorry.
Come on, Tom.
Right. Promotions. Okay. Sorry. Apologies. Yeah. Let's go. Swift, you got any?
Nope. None this week.
Perfect. Rogers.
I've just got one. Mr. Luke Bear from PC to Sergeant.
Well done, Bear.
Well done, Bear.
Thank you.
Well done.
Yeah, boy. Well done, Bear.
Web.
Yeah, so moving from trialists to fully fledged now will be Savas, Tengen, Rory, and Smith.
Yeah, nice.
Well done,
boys.
Well done, guys.
Well done.
And he's put in a hell of a slog for this, so I'm actually really pleased to say this. Butch going from PC to Sergeant.
Well done.
Butch.
Come on,
Well done, Butch.
Yes, Butch. Well done, Butch.
Well done.
Finally.
The signature.
GC3 soon.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Demoted PC.
Hell, I've got competition for the worst. For the worst haircut, I think, up the top.
All
right,
yeah.
Jesus,
that was
right?
Nice.
Good dandy.
Position. So there's not many promotions for me this week for a change. We've got Turner from TPC to PC.
Cuffs and rights, yes, correct.
And we've got Bo from Sam.
Yo, Trigger Mike, how are we? Good to see you. RF, good to see you as well.
Well done, Bo.
Well done, Bo.
She is here in spirit.
Well done, well done.
Well done, Bo. Congratulations.
In Robbie's spirit.
Oh.
Who's this guy on the stage?
You're passing
Who is
the
this
message
guy?
on IGC2. That's appreciated.
Have we got?
Is that everything? Is that everybody?
I think we've done quite well for this meeting tonight.
Yeah, so did I.
It's because it's bonus week.
What?
Not for you, it's not.
It's not for you.
It's because I'm a hard cunt. I get everything.
Right, if anyone would like the bonus, just meet us up on the roof.
That's where the 10K is, Bobby.
Well, before we all leave, CID, can you do your normal searches at the door, please?
Yes, please.
Yep.
You missed, but Andy, you missed Langley from TPC to PC as well.
And thank you again, everybody, for turning up. It's great to see you all.
I'm looking for.
Except what, Clinton? What?
Yeah, who's
GC2.
Yeah.
Look at his hairline.
I've
It's
got to
just
go
seen
out
it
for
on
like
the
20 minutes.
I'm just gonna put some earmuffs on for a minute.
Hello?
Yeah, 100%, mate.
Why would you do that?
Hello.
Beat you up.
Tom, can I ask you a question? Or shall I
Yes,
go
mate.
after?
Go on.
So I'm not sure if you've seen, but I put a suggestion out that maybe we can. Obviously, you said that we've now got a radio for REC.
Yes.
I had a suggestion that maybe we could have
I've got
REC
to
have
take 4,
trackers.
but near the bush at the back
So
of the,
as we got blue trackers, NHS have yellow. I was thinking maybe
CID
REC
if
could
you
have
want to
orange.
search me.
The only
Would that be
problem with that,
possible?
no, and the reason being is because it works off the same tracker, so they would see where we are,
Could I?
and because RAC are more relaxed with their
Yeah, they're not a proper
work,
emergency service.
no, they would obviously see us.
Nothing bad. Don't worry.
So to prevent any problems,
Appreciate it.
stuff like that. That's why we just have a radio, ask where they are, stuff like that.
Yeah, no worries. That's fine.
All right,
Thanks, mate.
cool.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
I've just got a little bit of a question.
Go on.
Well, two actually. So you know the dispatch notifications that come through.
Yes.
In your left-hand corner of your eyes.
Yes.
Is there a way to move it because it obstructs being able to see obviously the street view? So when you're trying to give comms of the street view and you're getting notifications coming through, obviously it's just in the way and
Not
obstructing
particularly
it.
now.
No, fair enough.
when you're in a vehicle, that goes
wait,
further
yeah,
up, doesn't it? So you don't see it.
Evidence bag.
It doesn't cover it.
Yeah.
Make sure it's in lock.
But even when you're out as well.
Yeah, I'll,
So
we'll double check on the,
I will
what,
double
what
check
I
for you
have on
and
the
see.
screen.
There is no physical way, I don't believe, without speaking to the mayor. But I'll ask that question. But I believe the new dispatch system actually sits a little bit higher.
I just want to have a chat once.
So once that comes in, you won't need to worry about that.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
No worries. Josh, welcome in, BSM, and Mr. Jelly. Thank you for the follows. Hope you're well. Thank you everyone in TikTok for the likes as well. Appreciate you. And the follows. Rogers, do you want to meet us downstairs in the Audible?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or in fact, just meet us in the other room out there. It's easier.
Just stand over
Yeah,
there
you're doing
for us.
bonuses and promotions first. Are we off for that first?
We can do that downstairs. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do all that downstairs.
I think it was bonus week this week.
I thought bonus week next week.
I thought last week.
Why is it every 2 weeks? We didn't.
Yeah,
do it
2
last
weeks.
week.
We did
No,
do
we
it.
didn't do it last week. We didn't do it last week, no.
We didn't. Okay.
Why are greedy bastards anyway?
Alright, what I'll do,
Got an house to save.
boys, I'll go get these. I'll go get these bonuses sorted. Then we'll come down and do it. We'll have a chat after that.
Just want to chat with you, Dandy.
Right, let's go get quickly sorted with bonuses, and then we'll get out of here. Ah, did we not do it last week? I thought we did, but obviously not.
Maybe. You know when I done your...
Sheesh! Okay, now it's 30 people for... right, company money. Withdraw. We've got a fair bit amount of money, so that's cool. Let's just go 5, just whack out 150, 160, that's fine, cool. Right, first one in. Just at your rank, please.
Charlie Kilo 10. I didn't get my last bonus either because I had to deal with a hostage at NHS.
Okay, Sergeant.
Yeah.
So 7, yeah.
You're fucking smashing out of the park. There's no.
There you go. Appreciate that, Jack. Next one. Right, you need your promotion, don't you?
Mr. Salmon. Give me a drink. Make it the cutest.
Yeah, I'll hit you up, man. I'll hit you up.
Where are you?
Bum 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 bum. Give him 2 lips like cherries and cola.
Butch, where you hiding? Butch.
I'm right here, mate.
Butch, there we are. Butch Jones. Oh, you're already sergeant in here. Okay, they've already been done then.
Nice.
Wicked. Right, you 203.
Did a lot of hours this week. I should be getting. I think it's 105k.
Get out of here.
Oh, what? This is getting downgraded.
7? You mean downgraded?
You can take my spot for extra golf one.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I need my promotion to sergeant. It didn't come through.
Okay.
So constable.
Alright, Baldy. Just because you're compensated.
There's your promotion or bonus.
Ooh, lovely.
Where are you?
How's the chin warmer, mate? Oh, Chief Inspector's kitchen's back on. Oh, yeah.
Am I able to speak to you after you've done all these promotions as well?
Yeah, no worries.
No worries.
Where's your name? Calvino.
Do you know my name or?
Done it?
I'll have a look now. No, it's still constable.
And what is your full name?
Junior Robinson.
Why did I think Calvin? Oh, I know why that. I know why I did that. There we go. There we go. Sorry. I don't know why I put you down as Savas. I've bloody changed the Savas name. Sorry. Go on. There you are. You've got your thing. Cool.
Yeah. Thank you, mate.
No worries. Next one in.
Next one.
Bonuses are every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks.
That's fine. That's
3,
fine.
3, 1.
Hi.
That's just fine. Oh, well, yeah, you owe me a fucking twig. I remember it.
You need promotion as well, don't you?
Do I?
Yep.
To what? GC3?
Shut up.
You have my number. Keep in touch, man.
No, you stayed the same, haven't you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was going to say. GC3 though, I'll take that.
I'll give you another black eye out of here.
How bad are you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, you know.
Get out of here. Your breath stinks.
Love you.
I know, I'm perfectly fine. The reason I'm leaving is because
How are we?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good stuff.
Inspector, innit?
It is.
What are you? 300.
What's my name?
It's just what it is.
I know what your name is. Just want to know
What is
you.
it?
Josh.
No.
Sorry, Joshua.
Thank you.
How are we? You right?
I'm alright, mate.
Wicked. Just rank for me, please, bud.
I was given the green light. I'm happy.
Perfect. There you go, buddy. Appreciate that.
I got given the green light and I elect him. I'm happy.
Alex doesn't want his bonus, so can I have his?
How are we?
How's it going?
Good. Just rank for me, please, bud.
Yeah, PC. You did just promote me, then demote me.
Yes, I did. Sorry.
That's alright, mate.
I was bloody junior that had come in. I was like, right, let me just click, and I clicked your name and thought you were him and whatever. There we go.
No, I'll get the promotion, don't worry. You can just keep going.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, keep going, yeah. Active as a server, very. It's there's 179 people in here right now. There was 182 a minute ago. 34 police. Yeah, it did. Really happy with that.
Supposed to be a new energy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hello, buddy. Just rank
right.
for me, please.
PC.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Yeah, that was buzzing.
Can't commit to time I used to be able to.
5e,
Yes, yes.
can I just tell you, you are doing absolutely amazing at the moment. I really appreciate you. All right, like
Oh, thank you
everything.
very
You
much.
never
That's
say
why.
no to anything. You're always there helping out. You don't make a noise or anything like that. And obviously, there are a lot of other officers that do make a lot of noise. But I just wanted to say you are noticed, mate. All right, and I do appreciate it.
Yeah, you done a
Yep, thank you
fantastic
very
job
much.
last night. Well done. Very well
Thank
done.
you very much.
Thank you,
Cheers.
mate.
Thank you very much.
Just make sure they get their emails, yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet. Good man. Well done. Next one. Evening, you right?
Yeah, not bad, you.
Bad.
6. There you go, buddy.
Lovely. Cheers.
No worries.
Robbie.
Who pays you? I pay through the company money. So in order, who pays the police? All the fines, stuff like that. So if we fine someone, the fines come through to us.
First clue is, if you need to go to the co-op but run out of fuel, where would you go? See you in a bit.
Just say that again.
If you need to go to the co-op and you run out of fuel, where would you go?
People do pay. There's no. If we fine them, the only thing that will happen is if they don't have enough money in their bank, then they just send them to 0. It doesn't go minus. Next one.
I'll do.
I'll do. Just a rank for me, please, bud, so I can just tick it off.
Pardon?
Just have your rank, please, mate.
Oh, just PO.
There you go, mate.
Thank you. I'm gonna need my thing changing as well, my job, because I'm still PCSO.
No worries, mate. How did you get the presets?
Like, someone give me the numbers for it.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
it was-
What's your full name here?
Jordan Benz.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. Ah, yeah, you are. Okay, there we go.
Thank you.
Sorted.
Cheers, mate.
Top man.
Appreciate that.
Next one. Hello. Just your rank for me. Inspector. So there we go. There you go, buddy.
Thank you, mate.
Appreciate that. Next one. 3, 2, 1. Evening. There you go, buddy.
Thank you very much. Just quickly, Robbie, when you get 2 secs on the note of LOA, there's someone I wanted to talk to you about. When you
I think
get
we're
a
going to talk about the same person. And if you're happy, I'm happy. I think it's come that time.
Yeah, give me a shout when you've done bonuses. I don't want to hold
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
up. So give us
No,
a shout.
you
when you've
carry
done
on, mate.
bonuses. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, no worries.
Next one, please. How we doing?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
Good. There's your new hourly rate.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Hourly.
Bonus. All right, we'll go for bonus.
Yeah. Bloody hell, don't tell him that. He'll never get out of it. He'll get every hour.
I'll take a seat there and just stay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Keep up. I'll speak to you later.
My rank been done as well, yeah?
So obviously, as I said to you, obviously you are inspector, pass your trials, then you're chief inspector.
Yeah, that's fine.
So let me.
Down as a sergeant still at the minute.
That's fine. Let me change that for you. I think you might have access to a few more cars, but that would be the CID side of things. So just obviously leave them away. Where are you?
I know. Would it have killed it to be put in alphabetical order?
Oh, it would be much easier.
Right. I think I've worked out that it's done on activity.
Random? No, it's not.
Is it not?
No. It's just done the same as the cars in the garage. It's just like plopped in and gone, that'll do. Hey, James coming in with the bit. Let's go. Thank you. Appreciate you. There we go. There we go.
It's magic. Thank you.
No worries.
I'll wait out here, Tom.
Cool. My day's going very well, Ross. How about yourself?
Oh.
It is automatic. Hello, you right?
Oh, sorry, Lumsden. Oh, a bit close. Turn the phone on me. I'm right here.
Perfect. Did I? Yeah, I was going to say, yeah. You're still constable in here. Jesus Christ. We need to update them. Cool. There you go, top man.
Right. Also, GC2. I think I need to speak to you after all this is done as well.
Yeah.
Nice one. Thank you.
Cool.
Cheers, guys.
No worries. Next one.
What's that I'm hearing?
I don't know. They're whispering stuff through the door.
Are you Alex's dad?
Are you
Keep.
Bo's boyfriend?
Dandy, I'm
We'll just
sure.
say that's a no to both of them then.
I'm sure. Bobby could probably back me up in what I'm saying. You're doing a fantastic job in the unit. You've got the biggest unit here. Povey is fantastic as well. Both we've just said to him as well, doing a fantastic job.
Yep.
Keep up the good work. Silver Command is shouting. So keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate it.
I mean, it's not shouting your name, but it is shouting.
Appreciate that.
What was that twat you said earlier? Just yeah.
Robbie's been a twat.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah, you are
For
doing really well,
once,
mate.
it's really nice that you've got. You know, if you were to be promoted or whatever, it's nice to have someone in your place that will do just as good job. So
every conference involved.
cool. Keep up the good work.
Do you want to do that? Are we doing that later? Because I've got to take a flight. So.
Can we do it straight after this?
Yeah. No worries. No worries.
Cool. No worries. Send the next one in.
Right, thank you.
I need to talk to you.
I do fix trains. That is my full time. Okay, no worries. I fixed the London Underground.
Or should I say good
Wow,
evening,
that's a
sirs.
swagger.
How are we?
Good, you?
Gentlemen. I am very well. I'm not sure whether my uniform was correct or incorrect. I was promoted to inspector last week. So this is just normal PC except with inspector epaulets.
That's fine. If you're you go through the response or traffic or ARU, and then you've got the epaulets on the side to change it to what you need to. So that's fine as long as you're part of your unit. That's all good.
Yeah, no worries. I do need to be promoted on the system if possible.
Yes, of course. Let me just.
Thank you
Can you
very
do that? I just want to answer this call. Hello.
Yeah. What's the name, buddy? Sorry.
Scott Law.
It is.
I've got a lot of people waking up with smiles.
Sorry, say again.
There's a lot of people waking up with smiles recently.
You're inspector now, mate, yeah?
There's gonna be a lot of
Inspector now. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Appreciate it.
Sorry, I'm struggling to
Interesting
hear
where I
you.
would like to maybe go within PD. Of course, my
What the fuck
my
was
commander
that?
is, of course, Chief
Wow, I
Inspector
can't even
Dandy, so
hear.
I don't know if he's talking with him, and that's the best way to do it.
Have a word with him, and then if need
I
be,
think
he'll
I know
feed
who
to
that
us.
is. That sounded
Perfect. Sounds
very.
good. Appreciate it.
Was that a withheld number?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to talk to you about that.
It sounded very familiar.
Yeah, it is very familiar.
You know who it is?
Well, they've been murdering people.
What, the anonymous?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. Hello, mate. You're right.
Yeah, good, thank you.
I honestly don't know.
Good to see you, Martin.
There you go.
Hello, good to see you too.
You okay?
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I had an unfortunate incident with a motorised vehicle.
Okay.
Okay. No, say no more.
Nearly had an unfortunate incident with the wall then as well. Hello, mate.
We've got to find that one out.
Sergeant as well, please.
Sorry, mate.
To Sergeant as well, please.
Sergeant, what's the name, buddy?
It is Luke B.
Luke.
Bear.
Sergeant,
Indeed.
well done, mate.
Congratulations. Well done. Keep up the good work.
Done for you, mate.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, lads.
You
Cheers,
too. Next one.
Hello, mate.
Hello. I don't require a bonus this week. I've not been obviously on duty as much as I require, but I will be putting more effort in to be on duty more. Just want to let you know.
Fantastic. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Obviously, if there's anything you need from us, just let us know, or your commander to obviously help out in any way. We've all got commitments elsewhere, so no problem at all. Just let us know what's the situation is. So keep up the good work.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Take care.
Cheers, mate.
So has he left PD? Has he?
No.
So how's that one work?
We have to have a chat.
Okay.
But
Next one.
There's a couple of more pressing things, and then yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
How are we doing, sir?
Hello. I'm very good. How are you?
All good.
Very
So
good,
you
mate.
get, as obviously just joined, get an initial bonus. Then we go from there. Wait, Enzo, does that?
No, that's fine. More than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, everyone, all PCSOs get a standard £500 flat rate because obviously they just come on, and then as of that's for the rest of the week, and then obviously next week you then bump yourself up to £6,000, or 2 weeks time, I should say. Sorry. All right. Why did I feel like he wanted to talk to me?
Hello, mate.
Hello.
How you
Hungry?
doing?
Not too hungry to be honest. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yo, Brommy, how are you doing? Good to see ya.
Start.
PC.
Yeah, I'm PC.
Wait, oh, I don't have enough cash. That's awkward.
I've never gotten a bonus before. I don't know how it works.
Well, I give you money, and then we call that your bonus. Quite
Okay.
simple, to be honest.
Sounds pretty good.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
No
Have a
problem. Make
great
sure you
day.
go straight to the bank and put that in the bank.
Yeah,
We don't want
thank
you
you very
dying of
much.
hunger again, and losing it.
I've eaten it now. I've eaten now.
Oh, good, cool.
Should be fine.
Well, as long as you won't
Nothing
be eating the money, that's the main thing.
Yeah, hopefully I don't get mugged on the way to the bank, but we'll
But it's
see.
not too far away, so
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Thank you very much. Have a
No
great
worries,
day.
mate. And you, mate.
Maybe that's why he fell with hunger, because he got rubbed for his food.
Mm.
How we doing?
Good evening. I'm doing good. How are you?
Very well.
Good stuff. So you get a flat standard £500 for initial being a PCSO.
Understood.
Is it 404?
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect. And obviously, as of 2 weeks' time, then once you progress into PC, it'll be bumped up to £6,000 from there.
Oh wow.
Jake coming in with a sub for 2 months. Let's go.
Amazing. I won't lie.
Well, you know, keep up the hard work and activity levels high, and do potentially have more than that, or activity low, then it may be less. But ultimately, that's your base rate.
Right. That's brilliant. Thanks for that.
Cool. No worries. Everything okay?
Yeah.
Enjoying it?
I haven't been able to really experience much since being recruited last night. Unfortunately, I had some technical issues with my radio.
Right. No problem.
But yeah, some prankster in the armory decided to super glue on the transmit button.
Sorry to disrupt you. Sergeant Butch Jones has just been taken hostage.
Oh, really?
I'm
Right,
sorry.
okay. Right, make sure you get into a ride along.
Shop robbery.
Yeah, I will.
I don't know. He's just gone straight back out. And
Right, how many more are we waiting on?
He knows it's code red, so is he on his own?
No, I'm looking for a.
Where's
Oh,
Butch,
fuck
sir?
it, let's
There
go.
you- Oh.
I'm looking for a sergeant to take me on the ride along.
Yes. So if you want to jump
Got a
in
lot
on
of
radio,
officers on.
there's a lot
Try
of
and find
sergeants
out.
on. So just jump
Yeah.
on radio.
Okay.
Has
Give
everyone
me
had their
2
bonus
minutes,
here
mate.
now? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Put
so
in here. then.
4 or 5 more to get a bonus.
I do have enough.
Have mine.
Yeah, yeah.
Cheers.
Fuck. I've put the wrong 0. Bear with me. Yeah.
Mhm.
There you go.
Thank you.
I put the wrong amount. Yeah, next one, please. Make it quick.
So I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you in a sec.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Evening.
How we doing?
Good.
Good. That is your initial startup bonus. In 2 weeks' time, when you pass out PC, it will be £6,000.
No problem. Thank you guys. I will not
No
take more of
worries.
your time.
Appreciate that.
Right, let me see
Big
if I
fan,
can
what
drop
server
it
is this? This is Manchester Roleplay. Manchester Roleplay. So if you want to come into my bio, the Discord is there.
I got
Hello.
promoted to inspector on the system, but I didn't get any bonus. Sorry.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Right.
Is that everyone?
I think so, yeah.
Cool.
Right. So, obviously, we need to talk to Jeff. So, yesterday, he said he'd taken somebody's rights. He then said he had body cam. He then told the officer that he definitely did it and he could prove it.
Yep.
He then came out of the when they were about to send him down and say, "Oh, I lied. I didn't take the rights."
Right. Okay.
And someone nearly got sent down, obviously wrongly. Do
Yep.
you want to deal with this person?
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
carry on.
You can.
Come over, mate.
Hello, mate. You
Oh,
come
yeah.
for your bonus, yeah?
Yeah, I did.
There you go, buddy. £500 to begin with. Pass out to PC. 2 weeks' time, you get £6,000.
No, sweet. Thank you very much.
No worries. Keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully, you're enjoying it.
Yeah, trying to.
Good.
I did actually want to speak to you guys, if possible. I know obviously there's a lot going on, but I didn't want to bring it up in the meeting. Earlier, me and I forgot his name now, awkwardly, but one of the officers I was with, he requested assistance quite a few times over the radio.
Yep.
And we didn't get any response. We ended up losing the car.
Right.
Obviously, I didn't know.
Zeno, thank you for the follow. Hope you're well.
That was when we were in pursuit of that BMW.
Doesn't
we
feel
stopped
right
them
holding
four
and
guys.
spotted somebody more
I understand where you're coming from.
or
but,
who can
I've
fill
been
it out.
Communication is something we're trying to work on, so appreciate all the feedback we get and how to improve it. So definitely something we're going to be working on.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't want to come in and be an ammonia arse or
No,
anything.
no, of course not.
But,
Of course.
Obviously, I understand people might be busy doing other jobs, but it would have just been.
Of course,
nice
I
to
always
know
say
no
just a
one was
response.
coming.
Yeah, just say
Yeah,
look.
because we
Unfortunately,
did
too
have
busy or whatever.
Hello.
Yeah, because we had another car that joined us.
Hello.
It came behind us for
Does
like a
Tom
second
have a
and then
house?
disappeared.
I'm not going to be a dick, don't worry.
So I
I've
can
said
have a
it
house.
was
Yeah,
all
I've
I
been
know
given
was,
keys to a
Mark
house in the
Volvo,
city.
but, yeah.
Okay.
No, sorry to be moany.
No, absolutely. That's what we want. But Dandy is always looking for the feedback as well as ourselves. So by all means, appreciate that.
No, thank you very much.
Cool. No problem.
I need to find the officer I was with now.
Well, it's called commitment, but Andy, commitment.
Right. Of course, money's around and you're fucking here.
My bonus for 6 months.
Fuck off.
Month.
There you go.
I'm not a man of compliments, to be honest, mate.
Right. So I've just had another anonymous call.
Got
Another.
cash as well.
Yeah, it's cash. Right. So also, did have a warning for hitting somebody off his vehicle and driving on. This has happened again.
Right.
So we'll call him in and have a word with him.
How
I'm not sure
many
what action we should take on this one? Whether
but Danny, have you had the meeting with him as well?
Negative.
Okay. Do we go through what we've exactly said then and follow that?
He's had multiple warnings, and he's already had one gold command warning.
That?
Jeff.
That means there'll be lots of MDTs.
It was
Has he done that? Has he done something since over there when?
Yeah. their rights read, and then it turned out that you were lying to the inspector.
I will be going
and
out on the
you
streets.
hadn't
Don't you
read their
worry.
rights.
Don't you worry. Unfortunately,
If
just
you've
with
got an
Gold Command, this is
explanation
what
for
they have to do.
That was because of the heat of the moment as well down at what happened. What happened was there was a
Green and
police
pink
car
are the
stolen
best.
and there was a load of people turning up. So it was just basically to get him in the car, to get him away. And I thought I had read him the rights. when I
It's
was
strawberry and
reviewing
cream
the
ones.
car.
Nice.
After reviewing the body cam, I hadn't. But I only reviewed the body cam after being spoke to about it.
Okay, but surely you'd know if you read somebody their rights or not.
Like I say, it was the heat of the moment. There was a fair few people turning up on the scene at the same time.
Okay. We also have another one where you crashed into
Superstar,
another
thank you for the
person's
follow,
car
and Alex as well.
and failed to stop and drove on.
The minion
again.
ones are nice.
Was that today?
Nice. I haven't
believe
tried them
that
once.
Might have been today or yesterday.
I can show you body cam. I
I
actually
don't need to see body cam. I just want to hear your
It's
side
about
of
your
it.
character.
I did actually say sorry to him.
So make up
And I've even shown
4
Xavier,
sisters,
and he's seen that I
5
said
brothers if you want, and explain all about them as well. Leah, welcome in. Thank you for the follow.
You just want to step out for a second. We'll have a conversation and we'll get you back in a minute. So we need to obviously be in agreement on this, but my vote is to
What's the muscle to
Yeah.
lower my voice?
F11.
Or delete.
Depends how you've got it set up.
I think it might be set up to Alt F4.
Oh, 'cause F11 ain't working.
Alt F4?
Alt F4?
The dick.
So
I'm just
for me,
taking a flight, but if you give me 2 minutes, I'll ring you back.
I think his time here is.
He's been in here, what, 4 times?
Yeah.
No worries, mate.
I've spoken to him twice.
Yeah. So we all in agreement?
Yeah.
Sorry,
okay.
But
are you
Dandy,
in agreement
you're the
that-
commander. What would you like?
Well, like I say, if he's had one from you guys already, and then he's done that.
I think this
with
is his
lying.
third from us, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
In case, I think he's got to go then.
Yeah. Could you bring him in for us, Badandi, then, please?
Yeah, no worries.
What about, is it, what rank is it?
It's PC.
So there's not even a demotion there, is there?
No. Yeah. Okay.
GC
No.
commands we got to do now.
Like, not talk quite.
I hate dismissing
We'll set
people.
that up
Of
for
course.
you, mate.
I'm a real shit
You go into keybinds.
person when it comes to that. Like, I hate it. Honestly, it's a game at the end of the day, and we're telling someone they're not good enough to be in the police. I hate it, honestly.
Hello,
but,
Jeff.
You know, when it causes
Hello, mate.
issues.
So we, as Gold Command, have had a discussion, and we are going to be terminating your employment with Manchester Police as of today.
Yeah, alright.
So have you got anything on you at the moment?
Yeah, I've got everything.
Okay, could you just pass it to Badandi for us, please?
I'll just drop it on the floor.
We are letting Jeff go, unfortunately. I hate it when we do it. I honestly hate it.
We'll just get Badandi to search you, and then if you just want to go and get changed to the locker room and then just come back here for us.
What the?
I think your stepson's out there.
The people that launched themselves into the car park.
Excuse me?
Yeah, and then started. There's about 6 officers down out there. They came in and started battering everybody.
What, Ted?
Ted and Tim, and then a load of other people.
Okay.
Yeah, they're apparently by phone as well.
Hang on 1 second.
Mods on Xbox.
Hello, mate,
the only
alright.
thing that you
Yeah.
can get in
What?
my Discord, if you go to, let me get it up
Okay,
for
we'll
you.
come out in a
If you
second,
go
Frank.
to GTA Roleplay,
Alright, just
and
have a
then
look.
how to play console,
So Frank's Camaro is outside, and they're
There's
smashing shit. The officers are
3
smashing the shit
different.
out of it.
Officers.
Yeah, can you go out there, Badandi, please?
Yeah,
mate?
just have a look for us.
Right, Jeff. Jeff.
Yeah, go on. Just get it done. I don't care anymore.
Okay.
Not even had a warning or anything, you know.
You have
Jeff.
had multiple warnings,
No,
mate.
because you said the first one you weren't going to do.
Jeff, I've had you in here twice, and I said to you about the picking on other officers, stuff like that. Don't victimize
Never
yourself.
picked on any of them, but that's fine. Whatever.
Jeff, you have had multiple warnings.
And in actual fact, it's meant to be, if I remember correctly, it's meant to be a verbal, then a written, and then fired. Well, suspended for a couple of days and then fired.
We feel that lying directly to an inspector is a serious enough offence.
But if you've been in
amongst
here
the others.
speaking 3 times to us already, then you've also been spoken to as well. You're getting towards the limit, aren't you, already?
Not really, but okay, whatever.
Okay. Thank you, Jeff.
Yep.
That's fine.
I'll see you, Matt.
Yeah.
Have you been playing mini golf?
Yeah.
Okay. Has he got any blindfolds?
Nope.
It doesn't anymore. I think he's used them all.
Used them all. I got like 11 people because they were trying to fucking chase me.
Bear with me 2 seconds, Jeff. Let me get you this for you.
Actually, I need my cars as well.
Need your what? Sorry.
My cars are in the garage.
All I'm gonna say is we'd take his blindfolds off him and then.
There you go, buddy. That's for you.
Oh, I
Just
don't
raining
need
out
that. I
there.
need my cars. They're in the garage.
Come on then.
Yeah, so why are you blindfolding PD officers?
I just told you, like I had like 6 PD officers trying to chase me, and I got scared.
Could you do me a favour?
What do you need, Tom?
Could you just see Jeff to his cars for me in the car park, if possible?
Sorry, mate.
You just see Jeff to his cars. He needs to get his cars out the car park.
Jeff, yeah, no worries.
Please, that'd be great. Thank you.
Come on, Jeff.
Sad to see you go, Jeff.
Right. Who else? Oh yeah. This looks good.
No, I heard shots out, so I put on the uniform just to give a quick aid.
Ah, see, misses us already. See, misses us already. Come on, Newt, get in there then.
Well, let's have a chat, matey.
He's not done nothing wrong. Just didn't help the situation, but he's not done anything wrong.
Right. Okay.
No, Newt, come back. No, please.
I was being good, but I got scared.
Please.
Like I said, that's why they backed.
No, please.
Alright, I gotcha.
All right.
You know, I don't like. I have a weird.
Oh dear. Why? Go on then, Newt. What's going on?
Right. Only reason I was handing the badge today was simply because, due to new job out of the city, I'm on a shift pattern now, so I can only commit to 4 days out of 14, and I just don't feel like that's right with my role inside PD. So I felt it would be best if I vacated my spot entirely, allowing somebody else to fill it. Someone who could be a bit more active and productive within the force.
Have you come to potentially could come to an agreement with Webb whether you go to a PC role, as we've had it before, whether you can become a not a temporary PC, but you know, one of them special PCs that you come in when you're available. So there's still, you know, you can still commit time to the force. 4 out of 14 is, to be fair, more than some people still. But ultimately, it depends on you. Like at the end of the day, if you don't want to do it, no problem. Just giving you options that maybe Webb might be able to help.
I will always enjoy PD. PD's always been fucking one of my main things now. But it just doesn't feel like, if I can only give 4 out of 14 days,
Raving! How was your stream, buddy?
and
Welcome in with the raid.
right
Let's
then.
go.
Do you get what I mean?
Listen, it's at the end of the day, it's your call.
I had spoken to Webb. He said, don't worry about the days and at all. He's not going to drop my rank or anything. Because even when there's issues on emails, I'm always the first responder.
He might well do, yeah.
I'll call Webb down and see what what he thinks.
Yeah, if anything, if you want to, I'm more than happy for you to take a couple of days to think about it, or a week, LOA, and then, you know, if you find the time, because at the end of the day, you know, you're a brilliant officer, you got to where you have for the reason. If you're just leaving because of outside commitments, that's fair enough. I'm not holding anyone against that. But, you know, if you do leave and want to then eventually come back, it's a lot easier just to put it as an LOA or whatever. Or if you
Extra
feel,
Golf
yeah.
1, are you available at the moment?
Yep, the Irish. Could you do job shares in the PD?
No, thanks. Can you go up to voluntary for a chat with myself and GC1 when I get a chance, please?
What do you mean by job shares? Like share
Proceed, mate.
go
Thank you very
to
much.
different jobs within the PD, or could two separate jobs like RAC and PD?
Well, say,
If that's the
Captain
case,
Radio
no.
System.
Good. Long time coming, but it's here.
Oh, it's nice. It's clean.
Is he on his way down? Is he?
Yeah, he's only been around about 30 seconds. He's down.
Cool. Sweet.
Just underneath us.
We're gonna get
How
out
are
in the
things with
cells
you
very
anyway?
shortly, guys. I promise you. Say again.
How are things with yourself?
Good, mate. Even better if you stay. No, it's all good, mate. It's all good. I think we had a really good meeting tonight. I feel the meeting went down really well. Everyone was, a fresh vibe. Robbie come in here and said it to me as well. He's sort of saying, look, that was good. That meeting was really productive. Hopefully them rules that we're going to put in place, people are going to understand them and follow them, and it's going to be no inconsistencies, because that's my worst habit. I hate inconsistency because people then start moaning about fairness and stuff like that.
Oh, well, the way I see it is no matter what anybody does, people are going to moan regardless.
Oh, of
So
course,
just
yeah.
gotta
You
chill
can't
out
please
with us.
everyone. As long as you can please the majority.
Yeah. Do what you can. That's all anyone can ask.
Absolutely. Okay, that's a long 30 seconds.
I know. What the fuck? Oh, he's off radio. All right.
Oh, is this him out here actually? I heard like a Greg. It's like we got half the PD out here. Sorry, half the city out here.
In front of all these cribs that you're going to come and stitch
Mate, I'll arrest them all right now if you want.
You won't do fucking shit.
Go on,
Won't
then.
do nothing.
Let's see it.
You couldn't even get into my mom's
Listen,
DMs.
mate, I'm on the other side and I'm saying all this. I'll arrest them all now for everyone.
Come on, then.
Yeah, you
Come on,
couldn't get
then.
into mom's DMs.
Come on,
Never
Jay,
mind
go for
fucking
it.
PD.
Let's see it.
Reading someone's rights is from America and UK. Yeah, exactly. Yes, you caution them. That's right. Correct.
Yeah, you ain't on shit. Single bitch.
Hello. Oh, Ratman! Go on, son.
Yeah, what's happening?
No, mate. Do I want to know?
What the fuck? I don't even say that. Fuck.
I heard something about officers being beaten out there by Ted and Tim jumping over the gate or something.
Someone's run down. Run down alleyway and pulled the gun out on him.
Right. Do we know who?
Have I got any? I've got
I've
Tim now
asked.
as well.
Right.
Let him go.
From
For
what
the
I just
reason?
heard at the front desk, it was Sabas and Butch.
Why is it all open?
Situation's a different thing, mate. Right. Rodney, the door's open.
Yeah,
Ask
yeah,
Tim and Ted about
Butch.
Butch. Right. Okay.
What, just now?
Give us a hand with this one, Tom.
When bonuses have been given.
2 seconds. Yorkshire, can you deal with this, please? I need to speak to Greg and Newt.
Jay, come and see us for compensation in a week. A week? Yeah, a week. The officers
Greg, we've obviously got Newt wanting to hand his badge in because of his situation outside the city. Fair enough. I've got no problem with that. Obviously, he says he's going to still be sort of active four days out of the 14 or whatever. I've got no issue if you want to create that special. We've done it before, but have that special constable or keep him in position and he just goes LOA for a little while, see how he feels.
Yes.
At the end of the day, he's a good officer. I'll speak to Robbie, confirm with him. But he's still be more active than some anyway.
Mate, 100%. It's not even up for a debate. Certainly,
Robbie.
yes.
Yeah.
Would you be happy to create a special constable role for Newt, so the 4 days out of the 14 that he can get in, that he's still able to do these police duties?
Yeah, I mean, he is a massive special constable. So I'd be quite
I
happy to.
love it. Can that actually be the name?
Yeah. I mean, I value Newt a lot, and he's very humble. And I know what he's saying. I know he doesn't want to take up a slot. But I think when he is on duty,
Kempy, who do you think I am?
This is 4 out of 14. It's still, we know what's happening.
I recognise the Kempy name,
and
but
he puts in 120% when he's on duty. So I'm more than happy. I think whatever. I think we just give
it's
him a
Conpon.
rank,
Welcome in. Thank you for the follow.
and then he just does what he can.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
no reason why you can't hold a part-time role.
Exactly, that's what the whole point of this
yeah,
special
yeah.
constable is. It's a part-time, voluntary role that can come in when he wants, sort of thing. But as long as you keep
I
him
mean,
up to date.
All the work he's put in, would it be?
I don't know what's happening
I mean,
at the front.
I
I've not
doubt
seen
it,
that,
it'd be
but
sort of a part-time,
I'm
keep
dealing
this
with this at the
inspector rank.
moment.
I would say he just keeps his inspector rank and he comes in when he can.
To be honest, mate, I already said that to him outside.
I'm
there when we
happy.
sat on the
Yeah,
table,
I'm happy
so-
with that.
even if you put, because obviously, if you've got a certain amount of select inspectors and Newt's obviously in and out, I'm more than happy for you to have an extra one and put him as, you know, put a little star next to him or something to say he's an inspector, but we're not counting him as an inspector, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
In the roster.
I said to him earlier on, I don't want to lose him. He's between you two, you built the division to.
Ricard, welcome in. Thank you for the follow.
He's stepping into it. It's been, you know, a much easier ride.
Yeah,
than it
absolutely.
would have been. So
But while I have you two
absolutely don't
here,
want to lose him. Go on.
I believe he's in. I
is
think
it
he's just
Kavos?
doing
What's
Yeah.
his name? He
Kavos.
was just chasing Tim.
Yeah.
Tim was running. He had his taser out, and then as Tim was running, he switched to his gun and held him at gunpoint.
He held a child at gunpoint. What the fuck?
And he said,
Good luck with that one. Welcome to stay.
So I've got footage now on my body cam because I was.
Let me just clear this Vangelico, get people out of there.
Yeah. Alright, no worries, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Right, can we find some sergeants, guys? Vangelico's here. Can we get pick some PCSOs up and head to Vangelico, please?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting sorted out now, mate.
Would it be okay? I can get my bonus, please. I've done 17 hours in total, I should believe.
You need a ride on, are you, mate?
Yeah, mate.
Put out a 9 to any Charlie Kilo units. You able to pick up a PCSO from front gate of PD, please?
Do you want to
There you go, Alex.
come out with me, mate?
Cheers.
No problem.
No worries, mate.
Vangelico, please, lads. Everyone, Vangelico.
You jump out front gate. There should be someone coming for you now.
We can't even grab him because they just put a blindfold over you.
Yeah.
What is the way to do it?
There was a scene out there just
Saunders, welcome in. Ricard, welcome in. Hope you're well. So what we're going to do, just for the benefit of you guys to have a look, you can go onto the cameras and we can see who's currently robbing it. So you got one known man?
how we deal with him.
Guys, whoever's attending that Vangelico, please switch to radio robbery. I've just looked on the cameras. There's one person inside that's just walked outside who was on radio.
They just tried to get in his car and I tased him out. So it's all dealt with, Vangelico.
Receive, thank you. Make sure we are swapping to that robbery channel though, please.
Yeah, fam.
I need to be careful when tasing because if there is people around, we will get killed for tasing a child.
Well, try
You just
not
need to be very
Obviously, you've
mindful
got a
of it.
baton, and you've got tackle, and you've got grab, and you've got all of these things in your disposal. So,
I did.
Don't
Go
work
on.
because of his.
No,
height.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if the tackle's the same as well.
Tackle
I
works.
like the kid. He's a good laugh. He's funny, and I've had good interactions with him for the most part. Luckily, I've not been on the receiving end of one of these scenes, but I can see why.
One suspect, yeah, indeed.
Yeah,
because there just seems to be no ramifications for the kid.
What rank of flame? I'm the chief
I understand,
constable,
obviously,
top of the police.
He's quite well known in the city, etc.
Is it Lee?
And I understand that he's a child, but
Kempe?
at the end of the day, someone's got to be held accountable for what he's doing now because officers are getting very frustrated. Same with Ted. It's exactly the same, yeah.
Yeah, well, like I
Obviously,
say,
I'm just-
anything non-lethal, and he will take comserve.
Yeah, nice, wicked. Yeah, indeed.
Even at that, though, we have to be
because obviously
careful.
my
We have to
missus is
contact
friends
either
with
your short, his father or his
your
mother. Otherwise, we can't search him
sister-in-law.
or sentence him.
You can if there's an appropriate adult around. So he does have a.
I won't say names,
brother as
obviously,
well,
for
I think,
internet purposes,
something,
but
so.
yeah, wicked. Welcome in.
Yeah,
Thank you for
stepdad
finding
and
the
stuff like that,
TikTok
so.
live. We are live on Twitch as well. Feel free to come on over to Twitch. We got 114 in Twitch and 81 in TikTok.
Well, I'm glad you're not.
Can we?
Brave
if
guy
we-
indeed.
Is there any way? Do you know how in the emails is there like a section that we can just put up with that kind of information?
Yeah,
Because
we can
Tim
sort
and
that.
Ted are a special case, so we need
Yeah.
to be able to have the exact information we need to
Yeah.
deal with them.
So I spoke to-
That's all hearsay. He said. She said.
We
kind of
did
shit,
speak
you know?
to them in here actually and get the get it down. So obviously, like you said, they go as community service rather than jail for their age. But they, whenever we go near them or try and search them, they turn around and say that they've got toys in their pocket.
Mm-hmm.
When they pull them out on us, we technically don't need to fear a toy. Which is what they've turned around and sort of agreed. So if they're claiming it's a toy, then that. But then if it's in a situation where they're literally trying to get on the floor, blah blah blah, with this toy out, then obviously you've got to evaluate the situation there. But ultimately, we've got to, you know, if a child's running around with toys in his pocket that he's claiming and he doesn't want us to take them off him, then we technically, when toys are being raised to us, then do we fear a toy? Yeah.
What I will
So.
say that scene with Savas, where he's discharged a shot, I don't know the ins and outs of it. However, I do know that whilst Tim and Ted were in PD, there's about 3 or 4 other suspects as well who'd also come off the top of that bridge into PD.
No, we haven't. As he walks in.
At the same time, and again, same actions. Who are attacking officers.
I've been doing the police now.
Attacking PCSO. So
coming up for 2 years.
Whether that shot was.
So not in this city. I've done 8, 9. We're in 9th month now. 10th month.
They're throwing themselves off.
Been doing it 10 months since January.
I don't understand how they
in this city, which I was chief from the day one. In
you
this
could
city.
even get a car up to the
and
back gate.
in the other city, I did 11 months.
Jump the gate.
Maybe we need to petition to the council, to the government.
When I started at PCSO, it's all the way up to second in command.
It's all time now.
What made I join?
There's no ramifications anywhere.
When I was younger, I got into college, public.
What was that about that? Because that hasn't happened.
We can't stop them parachuting in. We're not shooting them out the sky or anything like that. Just have to wait for them to get in and arrest them for trespassing.
Tom's always a spoil sport.
I think there's, was there not a government policy on that?
Sorry?
I'm not sure, was there?
Yeah,
so I went to actually college in real life through public services. I wanted to sort of be in the police force, but then I took an army route, met my missus, and went down a mechanic route instead, and then went through there. All my mates were police, etc. And then decided, found this game, and thought, well, I might as well be.
Right. So as far as happened,
might as well try and be it in here and enjoy it and try and make it as realistic as possible. And that's what you find. That same guy is back. Same guy's back.
Yeah, stay 5. Let's get to Robert Radio.
Anyone available for a ride along?
I can take on a ride along if you want, but I just need to get changed.
Just change your name, please, if you don't mind. There we go. Yeah, perfect.
If they found themselves holding a lethal weapon, that it doesn't change. You know what I mean?
We do, yes. We go out to deal with crimes. How you doing, Jensen? Good to see you. I will be going out. Thank you for the follow. I will be going out. I keep saying it. I will be going. I will be going. But because it's meeting night, this is where we catch up with all the situations we've had, and this is what makes our police force try and be as best as we can. We have to do this as chief constable. It is my job, alongside Robbie's, who's on to my right.
I don't know. There's a complaint.
I need to speak to Tom and Robbie about it.
It's our job to manage the force. So ultimately, the decisions have to be made. We have to sit down and do it. We can't run away from the big decisions.
Thank you for being so humble. If that
you can have this back as well, then.
I have spares in the locker. Don't worry about it.
Oh well, you can have it back. I'm not having two on me. That's your problem now.
Fair enough.
Take care.
Love to hear it. See you in a bit, guys.
See you in a bit, mate. You got any food on you?
No.
Okay.
Got some Twixes. Do you want a Twix?
Yes. Can I have a Twix?
Guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just had a report from Tim, Ted, and Dell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Butch Jones has put a bounty out, apparently. The words from every out there. He's put a hit out on Tim.
With who?
She's just put a hit out.
Who's this?
No idea. But that's the reason why Charles Bronson is in the cell, because he's come down to basically beat the shit out of Butch for placing that hit on Tim. He went to hit Butch, missed Butch and hit another officer.
Right.
It does have a detain and arrest out anyway.
That was the situation that I had the other night.
Yeah.
Are you receiving these tweaks?
No.
I am. I'm bloody full.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Typical.
Oh, actually, I've got one on me.
Do you want to come outside, GC2, and speak to Ted, Tim, and
We'll
so you
just,
can get
we'll
Clive
just,
back as well?
yeah, we will do, mate. I'm just going to speak to the Yorkshire because he wanted to talk to
Yeah,
us quickly
I'd
about
love
it, so-
to get some a fresher breath air at some point.
Sorry, Bob.
A fresh of breath air?
Breath of fresh air, then sorry, fresher breath air. Fuck, I've just had like everyone say the same thing, so yeah. Go on.
Right, what's happening with these two from my unit now?
We're not sure, mate. We're just going to discuss it with Yorkshire, and then we'll come out and.
They have armed police. So the guy standing directly in front of me, he is our armed response commander. So we have traffic units. We've got CID. We've got response.
Yeah.
MPAS.
Cheers, Cameron.
Excuse me. We've got loads. Get after them,
Right,
indeed.
So, that incident out there, I mean, my head went kaput, but I did hear shots. I don't know if anyone else did. We need to get to what happened then.
Just
Obviously-
request the gun clip. We've already said about gun clips that have to be produced now.
It sounds that's good.
So if that's the case, if he hasn't got a gun clip, then he'll ask questions. I don't think we need to discuss his actions or necessarily anything else until we get the gun clip. If we haven't got it instantly, then we'd start discussing it. But that should give us a full point of view of why he's done what he's done, and if it's warranted, fine. If it's not, then he's got answers.
Yeah.
Especially as
then
a
we've
fresh
got-
sergeant.
Unless there's any hard evidence, we just take it with a pinch of salt for now.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I don't know if this is a new crime where.
But if he's potentially just shot a person, they're going to try and get whatever they can, aren't they, to try and pin on him? So we have until we get this gun clip. I wouldn't.
What's the when police get
We're going out, don't
investigated
worry.
for wrongdoing.
Mm-hmm.
What are they called?
The IPCC.
I've just had the IPCC in about certain Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
I need to really. Did he get warnings?
Yeah, loads, mate.
I'll probably go back from my body cams of three different occasions.
The IPCC in.
IPCC Frank.
Right. Well, he's had multiple warnings about a million.
Go to
different
NHS
things.
as well. You'll find out that the exact same thing has happened over there.
Yeah.
That's why we left there as well.
So that's all covered then. So if I get asked by
Yeah. Ask NHS as well. He was told because he did so many hours to go off duty for a few hours at NHS and then come back in a few days just for his mental health, and he took that as he's been sacked, went around the city telling everyone that he'd been sacked, no warnings, nothing, and then applied here, and we took him on, and same things happened here.
Oh, wait, no, I mean that's person.
Yeah, you'll know who this is straight away.
Hello. Hello.
Hello there.
Who is it?
Right, should we get in a car?
Man who you may want. Who? Yeah, who is it? Can you ask him his name so I know some more information?
Minecraft, to be honest, you know, if you play
It
on
could
like
be
I
anyone,
like to
you
play
could
on
be
Free
ju-
World
you could be just
sometimes
prank calling
and
me.
just
Unless you give me
build
a name,
crap.
I'll
I built
captain
Wembley
forever.
a few years ago.
I'll be able to get what?
Tom, just the two of us a second.
Right, go on then.
Yeah.
Just us, yeah.
Right.
2 seconds.
Oh, whoa. I need to tell you this while it's fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
Someone's just run me. They've got. I presume in the stand they've got an officer.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Hang on, we'll just wait for
2 seconds. Let me just guys, 2 seconds. I just need to mute my ears.
What? Something.
just Tom's becoming the two of us, the three of us.
2 seconds, guys.
Right.
Okay, so just if yeah,
Jimmy,
if all comes out, I'll start.
Hey Tom, how are we doing, buddy?
very well yourself.
Sorry about the constant emails, mate.
Jimmy, all I got to say is apologise because I'm so busy at the moment.
There you are.
Yeah.
I know you are. That's why I keep apologising for bombarding you with emails.
No. Please just keep doing because I'm a pain in the ass when it comes to emails. Sometimes, you know, you can send me an email, I'll look at it, and I'll go, yeah, I'll respond to it, and then something else comes up, and then I forget or whatever. So please just keep sending it to me, keep messaging me. Don't feel like you're pestering me because you're not. It's just gentle reminders.
So the reason why I'm ringing you, mate, is I would like. I've got Heart active with 2 members. Going to be 3 on Wednesday. I'd like to arrange a training exercise or a hazardous.
Okay.
Use words. A potential bomb threat.
Okay.
Train for it. It obviously will never happen, but you know what I mean. We're all trained for everything. It'll be good for your ARB units.
Yeah.
And it'll be good for our Heart team as well.
Get it down in emails of exactly what you want it to be done, and then I'll try my best to arrange whatever I can for you.
Perfect. And then obviously with the vehicles and stuff, that Heart ambulance in as soon as possible.
I would, like I say, I'll do my very best. I've got RAC that have requested a few things as well, so I'll just do what I can as quickly as I can for you. I've got a few PD stuff as well.
Yeah, no, that's fine, mate. Not a problem, mate. I'll drop you some emails in. For
Please, just keep pestering me, mate. I will get round to it.
Chris, I hate pestering busy people, but thank you.
Don't worry. See you soon.
Alright, mate. Cheers.
Take care. Robbery channel then. Oh. Right, who do we have in the car?
One vehicle on scene. It's the one that we left.
Robbie Holland?
As we finished the last Angelico.
I know Yorkshire.
Yes,
Well,
so Enzo Augustine.
Enzo, how are we doing?
Escaping. It's that one. It's that one. It's that one.
How are you?
Up are you? Wow.
We're going to be taking immediate chase, doing a left. Someone take comms because my driving is.
Yeah.
I'm going to be taking over comms, taking a wide right at
We'll move on to not on this radio. We'll move on to Chase or robbery.
Can we move over to Chase when you can, please? Lost visual. Okay.
Hello.
Right, so Enzo, how are you finding everything so far?
Yeah, everything's been great. Everyone's super helpful.
Received.
Learning a lot, and
they've not come down.
It was
a Volkswagen Golf, black in colour.
And what have you learned so far?
Had front window and back window smashed out.
So far, I've helped with some traffic stops. I helped with a recovery of a hostage.
It was like a wagon kind of.
Did a couple of things of processing as well, and obviously general
Can
patrol.
we just pull over a sec?
It pulled up to the scene as me and Butch finished.
Just jump out, Robbie. It's easier. You'll have to
I'll spin around the block and come back. Jump out. I'll spin around the back and come back. Cool. So yesterday you got enrolled?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Perfect. So obviously we've just been to Evangelico a second ago. We've tried to take chase. We've got 2 different radio channels for that. We've got robbery and then it goes into a chase. They all obviously we got there late, but normally what would happen is we all attend the situation, and there would be hostages or whatever. At the moment they seem to be sort of just jumping in and out of doing stuff. So if we want to jump out, this was the chase. Yeah, it was a loss. We are looking for a black SUV. I will be returning back to PD main.
Probably went after all.
Right, so if you want to follow me, have you got a torch on you? Have you got a torch?
Sorry, could you repeat that again?
Have you got a torch on you?
X-ray Delta 9.
Have you got a torch? Yeah, you have. Perfect. So get your torch out. Let's just lock my car. So forensic would normally come in and do this, but I'm just going to show you, okay? So what we'll do, we'll open up, come inside, and flash your torch around, and you're looking for any markers on the floor, whether red, blood, blue, casings, and green is fingerprints. Most likely in here, we're looking for blood or fingerprints, because if they're smashing the cases, potential bloods, and obviously a lot of fingerprints. Doesn't always work, because if they've got gloves on or anything like that. quite a lot at the moment. There's quite a few smash and grabs at the moment, so they're not always getting everything they want. So they may be just coming back and stuff like that. You may see that some are still smashable. That's because they've obviously not got round to doing them all. Cool. So you can't see anything on the floor?
I've
No,
created
sir.
an MDT, guys. If you
You
get any
have,
evidence,
perfect.
stick it.
Brilliant. Thank you. So obviously you've not found anything, which is no
On
problem.
CCTV, they're mainly dealing with these cabinets over here.
Yes, I've seen that because some of them aren't smashable and some are.
It was
So
mainly these cabinets over here.
okay. Did you get a picture description of them through the cameras?
I did, yeah.
Fantastic.
Again, yeah.
Are you
Image
uploading
camera
that
in
to the
corner.
MDT?
I'm going to do it now, yeah. The
Fantastic.
camera angle from in that corner there.
Perfect.
One with a mask on the mouse. And the
Yep.
other one had like a camouflage.
You've got 31. Is that one up there?
Yeah.
So that's a good one to do as well. And then 32, I think might be that one. 33, and then 34.
Yeah, that one, and yeah, that was
Yeah,
on
yeah.
that one over in the corner. The best
Cool.
angle of them all.
Yep, no worries. Cool. Well done. Keep up the good work.
I'll start the MDT anyway.
Are you on your own?
Yeah,
Would you like to take Enzo with you?
Yeah, I can do. Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. Just give him a rundown. I've just literally found out he's done a few traffic stops. First couple of days on, so just show him the ropes.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll do.
Cool. Appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
Don't jump in the car with us, pal.
Cool, and that's Evangelico. So obviously sometimes we don't always get to catch the robbers, but sometimes they leave evidence for us, and that's what we have.
We'll keep you updated if he flies back in for you.
So we're gonna go pick up Robbie in Yorkshire again.
Switch you back over to NHS then, yeah?
GT1,
Yeah, yeah,
you able to come and grab us when you got a minute?
yeah. I'm coming now, mate.
Thank you.
Loving the stream. Thank you, Pitbull. That's very kind of you. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day. You should. Yeah, you can hear me now. Hopefully. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, we can hear you now. Perfect. That's cool. Yeah, I had to mute my
Sweet.
ears just for a
What
minute.
was the postcode,
oh my
Joshua?
lord, that's a.
Have you marked it?
We're just going to be trying to pull over a bike that's failing to stop. Oh, sorry, at high speed.
It was 673.
Stand by for further. It's going past McDonald's at high speed. McDonald's at high speed, Palomino Avenue. Current loss of visual. Stand by for further direction. Is this it here? Can't say. To be honest, didn't really get a description of what it looks like, but let's see. Ready for what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Tango 2, GC2 direct.
Way! Pulling a local over.
I think GC1 wanted to have a meeting with myself, Rogers, you, and himself.
It's just to
Rogers
get him
is
on
going to
board
tell
as a. Yeah, no worries. You got 5 minutes to do that, or do you want to wait until?
Just outside. Yeah, we're just.
Receive that. I'll be state 5 back to PD quickly.
No worries.
What's that location you're sending me? That we're going to? Robbie?
It's not me, it's Yorkshire.
Yorkshire?
Yeah.
What's that location you've marked?
673, mate.
And we're heading there next, yeah?
Yeah, it's apparently there's a note there and an officer.
Okay. Right, okay, we better go to that then quickly, because Lumsden, report that we've got a officer and a note left at a location. We're gonna have to put off coming to you straight away due to obviously a state 0 situation.
Received, no worries. You need us to assistance.
Yeah, what's the postcode? Are we telling them?
6. Hang on.
Yeah, stand by for directions. When you said I will get the bike, I thought it was.
So that's 026. Is that the one you meant? Yorkshire?
Yorkshire. Yoo-hoo!
Yeah. Sorry. What?
Is it
Did you mean
026?
026?
673.
Right.
Right. Okay. Well, shall we mark 673? 673 is a postcode.
2. It's Tango 2 plus 1 step 5.
If you can mark that for me, please, Robbie.
Yeah, I'm on it now.
Oh, me, man.
Tango East 85 to 673. Received. Do we know if anyone's in the latest Evangelico MDT?
Unsure on that. There was an officer with Enzo. Is that yourself? Oh, I've missed the fucking turning. Oh, no.
Negative.
Sierra Oscar 02.
Whoever needed to add the Jason's MDT is now all clear. Yeah, received.
Is there any chance of this car going into mechanic?
The officer with
It's been in the mechanic 3 times.
Can we not sack that mechanic and get a new one?
Bear, just let me know when you're done.
I'm sure he'd love to hear that.
Because I've got stuff from the previous. If you want to add it now for me, I'm going to
I'm sure he'd love to hear that.
head officer and a note. Yeah, received. I'll let you know when I'm out.
Could we just get a confirmation? Is there someone using tasers in the PD station?
Just the acceleration, slowing the turnings.
I do believe it's
a bit
training.
wide.
Aye.
No worries.
I'm currently state 6 at 673. If I can get another officer rear before I get out my vehicle.
Yeah, we're state 6 now.
We're also state 6, mate.
I think I know where he'll be. Big O coming in. So we got David coming in with a tier 1. Thank you. And Big O, how was your stream, buddy? I really hope, David, I apologise. I really hope that I've said thank you for that sub. Please say I have. Let's go. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're well. How was your stream?
Receiving.
Are you aware of who it is that's training upstairs with the tasers?
Okay, not here.
I'm
a negative
sure
on
it is. I'll just
No,
double
no.
check now.
Thank you.
No, no.
If you
Was
do
it-
find out, could you ask them that X-Ray Tango 1 is asking for another taser trained officer to come down to the processing as the guy.
How was your stream? Welcome in, everyone. Johnny Speed as well. How are we?
It is training. I'll head down there now.
Thank you.
So we've been told there's an officer there's an officer body or something here with a note.
That was loud and clear.
Is any current actors at all?
We're currently just responding to a state 0 at 637.
Does it say there was a note, sorry?
Been told there was an officer body at the crematorium with a note left, but we're struggling to find where the body is at the moment.
You want to just double check the postal? Did you say 637? Because we're at
Did I-
673.
Sorry, it was 673. It was 673.
Oh, 6, okay.
Yeah, received. I got you on GPS on safe budge, you know.
Received. I don't want to run him through. It's not it, is it?
Have you seen what that says there?
Rest in pieces.
Wow.
It's all clear over this side as well. If I can get another unit with me to walk into the church, just in case.
I think it's
I mean, I don't know if the torch will show. I don't know.
Who was this call from? Anonymous.
Yeah.
Say it again. Who was it from?
And you're taking piss.
I'm not.
And
You say we're looking for a note?
Found a weed top.
Anonymous.
What are you doing taser training?
Unsure, mate.
Didn't hear. Sorry, David. Well, thank you again. There we go. Oh, you can guys hear me for a second? Right, apologies guys, my Go LXR is deciding it's having a moment, so bear with me. I'm trying to reload it. You seen how many? Ah, there we go. I don't know why every time for some reason recently. Right, okay, well the music works. Yeah, for some reason every time I decide to hit my sample button on that one button again for a while, it just crashes. Everything goes. Everything disappears on me, so it crashes me out and everything. So we'll get back there. It's only recently started happening as well since I've moved my Go LXR slightly, so I don't know if there's a slight issue connection or whatever, but we'll get that sorted and try and make sure everything's okay. When apps get looked at, use police want to be on it again, bro. So the next time the apps get looked at and interviews are Sundays, so they always get done on a Sunday, meeting on a Monday, and then obviously we smash it out during the week. Energy Bugsy Malone.
Turner.
Okay.
It said something about smile or something. Did it, Rogers?
Yeah, GC2's got it.
Right, okay, I'll go to have a word with him. Cheers, lads. Right.
Wait, someone's running with someone in their arms.
Yeah,
Gonna go.
We meet lad. Gonna leave him just there like you did, didn't we? What the fuck's this about, lad?
Is your friend talking?
The vehicle just pulled up in the graveyard as well, white truck.
We maybe check to make sure he's okay.
Well, I'm gonna take him to the hospital. Is that not better? You all just fucking left him there. That's not very good, is it?
Well, to be honest, mate, we'd obviously not seen him just there. So if you want to put him down, we'll try and get some medical. We are medical trained. Well, we'll get NHS here to an ambulance. Let me
try and get him fucking looked at.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Who we got? Just trying to find. He's got no ID in his pockets, but he's got some interesting stuff. He's got a note on him as well, so he might be allergic to something. Might have taken something, so I'm going to check that note. Traffic light. I want to be carried out in the area. Change fuse. I wonder if he's had an electric shock. He's got a toolkit, electric kit on him, stuff like that. A USB of some sort. So he might have had an electric shock, especially in the rain.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah.
It's alright, no worries. We'll just get the paramedics here now. Try and elevate his legs for electric shock. For a shock.
So where did you find him, buddy?
Hear me, right there.
Hello, mate.
There to just see him.
So I've just attended. He's literally just been found on the side of the road. He's got a note in his pocket saying that he's doing some electrical work with the traffic lights. I've found him with USB and some toolkits and stuff like that on him. Possibly electric shock. I'm not just jumping to conclusions, but just trying to put two and two together.
Yeah, no, that's what you got. Yes, good thinking. Yep. See how it looks.
I'll let you take over from here.
Cheers, Tom. Tapo.
No worries.
Right, we need to get to PD, bud.
No worries. Robbie, what do you think? This guy, obviously, if he's been working electric shocks and stuff, this is what I've found. He's got a knuckle duster.
Yeah.
His note, which I'll give him back, and there's
Don't give it to me because I've got about 17 of the bloody things.
Trojan USB or.
Aha.
I'm gonna
come away from you guys, go do
and he had
check
an
this Vangelico.
electronic kit. Yeah, no worries, mate.
Right. Keep them
And
on
the
you.
toolkit.
Let's give them
well,
to
I
CID.
haven't taken the electrical kit off of him. But if he's
okay.
working, I don't know. If he's working, what does he need
Doesn't
him
look
for?
like he's going to need it anymore, does it?
Well, we'll find that one out. I'll stick with him.
We'll decide, obviously, if he's not going to need it again,
yeah.
then we'll pass it on to CID.
I did check his pockets for IDs. I couldn't find any ID in there.
No idea at all, no.
No, but what I can do, if you want, I'll grab a DNA kit out of the car and check for DNA.
Yeah, if you could, yeah, that'd be good if we could identify him.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, received.
Is this your car?
Yeah.
Can you just open the boot for me, please, so I can get the DNA kit out?
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Alpha, welcome in. Thank you very much. And DK, welcome in. Hope you're well. Hope you can all hear me again now. You should be able to, yeah. Perfect, mate. How is he?
Yeah, he's I've checked his pulse. There's no pulse there, unresponsive. I'm in an hour about getting the defib out with it being possible electrical incident.
Right, just gonna swab around his mouth. Cool. Bear with me 2 minutes. I'm just gonna go run that through in the car.
No
okay?
worries. Thank you. Cheers.
Just open the boot for me, please, bud. Just open the boot again for us, please, bud.
Can be whatever you want it to be. I'm arresting him.
Wasting police time?
That's a good one.
Yeah? Yeah, okay.
So
I'll
we'll
do
go.
Yorkshire, just a quick one while you're here. What was the reason why we were down here?
Okay.
We had a tip off of a PD officer and a note, but there's no outcome of it, so...
Right.
Come back to anyone.
So,
okay.
when I was
again, and we do that 3 or 4 times. Hello, mate.
It doesn't. I don't believe we've seen him before. He's not come back to anyone. The DNA.
Yep.
What I'll do, obviously, I'll put it through our system in the MDT, and then obviously for next time, if he's caught or comes into the station, then we can obviously go from there.
Brilliant. Yeah,
what I do want to do is obviously because of the nature of what's happened, I'm just going to obviously remove stuff out of his pockets just so.
Of course,
we
yeah,
can
that's
take
down
some
to
further
you.
investigation from it.
Yep.
So just bear with me.
So in this case, it would just be a transfer back to chapel arrest.
That's correct. Yeah. So we'd go to the after the officer's done his search. They will just go to the vehicle, get the body bag out, place the deceased in the body bag, and then transport him back to chapel arrest. Yeah.
Appreciate that, guys. He's all
Thank
yours.
you. Cheers. Cheers, officer. Thank you.
Right, so we can take that. I don't know where CID is, so. Right, I'll jump in the car.
What is it that you're saying?
So basically, it seems as though someone's taken the statement out of the evidence locker and put it into the crematorium, into where the crematorium is.
Right.
Didn't come back to anyone, that DNA.
Right. Okay.
So I don't understand how it's ended up here.
Or 2300,
Can you
say.
take us to PD and just talk more about this?
Yeah, Simfield, do you want to come down?
Yeah, searching
Right, mate, no worries.
for a body at
Robbie Holland.
crematorium.
We're coming back to PD now, mate.
At crematorium. And found a...
Yeah, I'll come and throw you a bone.
Body...
Did a sec.
I found a
Fair
body...
enough. In a minute.
On the streets.
Got Mr. Clubberland waiting outside PD for us.
In his pocket. In their pockets.
Mate, can you just put sirens on and lights in those sirens?
In the pockets.
Cheers, mate.
I found a Trojan
What we got?
USB.
What we got?
Toolkit. Electronic kit. A note.
Did anyone hear me?
Yeah. That's why I'm responding to you, you old.
Is a
Could anyone else hear
I
him?
didn't hear Robbie respond, if I'm honest.
Oh, right, okay.
I didn't hear Robbie.
All right. Right.
Saying he is a traffic.
Yes. What?
You said?
Like mechanic.
What? I want to know what you want to say.
Cause of death.
Getting sent down, mate. Wasting police time.
Electrocution.
Yeah. We've got Mr.
DNA
Cleveland here as
taken
well.
On scene, but did not come back.
Better known
to
as Fluffy
anyone.
Fuck. There he is.
No blood.
Come in, Ted.
Oh.
Right, can you explain the GC one? What you've just told me?
Yeah.
Me?
It's pretty serious.
I'll just wait for Jake just to.
Jump out the way, Tom.
Just go in my head 2 seconds just to get this note all signed off.
Come over, Ted. Go on.
Right. So obviously this scene that was just at the crematorium. It was what was it for?
We had an anonymous phone call.
Right. Okay. So obviously, were you looking for a note paper?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So when I was running around, I come across a piece of paper that was laid down on the ground.
Yeah.
In that note paper was regarding the interview that was conducted by myself and Sinfield. After we finished that meeting, we put it into the evidence locker. We didn't have any. We didn't have any access to that note.
Right. So it's a copper then.
Don't know.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah. All right. No worries. Ted.
Right, come on.
Yep.
Right. You want to come and talk to us? Tom, do you want to join us quickly?
Yeah. Can you just grab me, mate? I'm just in the MDT.
So what are we doing? Are we just putting this to a side, then, are we?
No. We're gonna.
We will deal with it. We will get it. We just got to wait for the next bit of information to come through. Because at the moment we don't know what officer it is. But do you want to start an MDT on it? That'd be amazing.
You called me, Turner, so if you start it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Fantastic. Right. Fucking strong as fuck.
I'm just writing out this MDT.
Yeah. Just trying to find my keys.
Fucking hell, you smack me into the doors, alright? Yeah.
Right.
There we go. Right.
I
If you just let go of me so I can actually get back in the
Yeah, I'm just going to leave you here for a minute.
Thanks. Photo. Let's copy that, wicked. Items found on suspect. Add. So DNA taken, which is good.
All units. Officer needs immediate assistance.
Note. And then we're gonna go.
You are under arrest.
Hmm?
You're under arrest, Ted.
You're gonna act like the rest of them? Wow.
Just thought it'd be funny.
Right, what's up, Ted? Come on.
You don't know what's up?
No.
Wow. Right, where do I start?
Oh, you're the same size as me now.
Yeah,
Note.
I'll square up to you. I'm joking. Get down. I'm being serious. Every single word that I say here is coming from my heart. I don't know if I have one, but it's coming from there. So, like the fluffy part in my chest. Right, Joe. I received a call yesterday about one of your officers. He placed a hit out on me for £20,000, and Tim too.
Do you have proof of this?
Cool. So we've got the
phone call,
blood,
and I have
DNA.
witnesses.
Okay. Who was
Yeah.
it?
Charlie.
Charlie?
Yep. And Mom too.
Oh, no. Who's the officer?
Butch. So, he placed a hit on me, and I have multiple witnesses. So, we were like, oh, do you know what? I can't go to him because he's a police officer, right? Because he could do some weird shit to me. So.
Wait a second, I'm just going to call him back to the station.
What? you not want to speak to me first?
Please, when you get a minute.
Would be ideal.
I was going to say it would be ideal to get the facts before you call them in.
Searching for a body at crematorium.
Thank you, mate.
I found a body on the streets.
All right,
the body
so
had no
obviously
response. In the pockets I found a Trojan USB.
He's done what he's done, which is not fucking fair. And I can't do anything. So I speak to the I think he's the hardest person in the city. Dad wasn't around, so I went to Big Charlie because he's looked out for me a while. So Charlie was like, I'm going to go have a word with him. Charlie came here to have a word with him. And Butch cuffed him because he was scared his secret would get out and he'd probably lose his job. And then that's where everyone was kicking off and stuff like that. And then I don't know what was said. Someone said something to Tim and he ran off crying and he went to bed.
Can you do me a favour then? Can you ring... Listen, Ted, you need to listen to me very, very closely.
Yep.
I need you to ring this Charlie, right? I'm going to get him to come into this room.
Yep.
I don't want you to say a word. I want to hear his side of this story.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah? You promise you will not say a word?
Promise. Cross my heart and hope to die.
Okay.
Don't think I have his number, though.
Intelligence. How do you start a new
tweet it out.
thread? Oh, there we go. Create a thread. New thread being...
Did you catch that, Tom?
Yeah,
Cold.
I did. Yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
He was just out front of PD as well. Wow.
Cool. Right, we're back.
He never fucking fails to amaze me, this guy.
See, I don't know, Steve, if that's the case.
It won't be long, mate. Just come into the office, bud.
Hey,
If he's been electric shock, CPR, I guess his heart stops anyway. So you would because the defib would check if it's shockable, wouldn't it?
Take a flight.
I'm here too, so don't get scared.
If the rhythm isn't if the heart's not shockable, the defib will not engage anyway.
I think so. I think
it's worth trying
about a certain situation,
regardless.
but I'm not allowed
so
to
yeah,
say
you're
anything.
right.
So I'm shush. Just come PD, please. Thank you. Yep, he's coming.
Right, okay.
You're right. I did forget the knuckle dusters because you reminded me. I can't go with it now. I've forgotten about it. But
GC1, you're quiet today. What's good?
Sorry, mate. I just found a dead body, which I've had to write up in the MDT, so it's not always a pleasant experience.
Oh wow.
Can you see if he's outside?
No, it's sad for. I don't even know who he is, unfortunately. Didn't come back in our system. Yeah, one of them.
Sad times. He might come back as a ghost for Halloween and scare you.
So this don't fuck up for you, Ted. Make sure you stay quiet, yeah?
Yeah, I will.
No, not really, because all that will happen is if the person gets arrested.
You're right, mate. Can you
If the person gets arrested again, all I have to do is search in his instant.
Can you explain in your words what's going on?
He's putting it out on the red. He's put it out on Ted's, Tim's. And
That come about? How did it happen?
What, mate?
How did it happen?
I don't know.
You don't need experience joining the police force, Chris. If you're still here, buddy.
Don't take the hit up. I've told him no. In a polite way. Don't want to be swearing.
Hey, big man, good to see you back.
Anything to you?
Mate, he made a few threats.
Thank you for
That's
sending
why
likes
I've
and
been in
TikTok.
yourselves for 45 minutes because I was going to smash his face. And as you can see on Twitter, the little shit house behind the gate. Then he cuts his pack up button, and then all you boys come run. Carlos, Stavros, all the boys, and that just sat in an interview with. I don't know, just sat in an interview for like 45 minutes.
With an officer, yeah?
Yeah, with two of the officers, yeah.
Was he there?
How you doing,
yeah, that's him there.
Holly, welcome in.
Didn't give me
Hope
no
you're well.
biscuits. Tight ass.
Where's he gone?
That was over a different thing, though, Yorkshire. That was over a different thing.
No, it wasn't over this thing.
That was over this thing.
Yeah.
Right, sorry.
Right.
That's why I've been nicked into that.
Well, I think it is.
But
yeah.
Numbnuts, elbowhead. We'll call him for short.
It's pretty close to lockers.
Yeah, tell him to come in here and I'll smash his face in.
Swifty.
I've got nothing to fucking hide
yes,
from this guy. The fuck?
Can you do me a
What's
favour in a
happening,
second? Hey, buddy, you okay?
It's better now seeing your beautiful face.
It's always good to see you.
Oh, yeah,
3378.
fucking love you.
Can you just
How'd you know that?
familiarise yourself with that? I've made a report for you in the intelligence.
Yeah, perfect, thank you.
So.
I wasn't lying. So this guy, hold
I'm
on,
not
before you say something.
I'm not saying you are lying.
Yep, I am finished with my statement though. So this guy can go on putting a hit for murder on a whole family, and then can be a shithouse and stay in PD the whole time and cry like a little bitch.
No, we will sort it. We will
yeah,
sort
we're
it.
the
boys,
fucking
listen,
bad
it
guys.
wasn't just that. It was like yesterday. Yeah, he's in your uniform. No one's got blinkers on, have they? Don't want to be labelled
Yeah,
as a
I
grass.
have. Let's
Yeah,
try and
I
stay in
do.
as much as possible.
Yeah.
So, nah, he's just what you call it. You know, he's phoned me.
Mhm.
Yesterday, giving me. I've told him to come and meet me down at Legion, the same as I tell any one of you. Come down, take your vest off, and let's get it on. Like men. The little shit house of shit himself. Carried on with the phone, the stupid shit and all. Next minute, I've rolled for him. He's only parked in one of your Volvos on the square, and his phone's trying to give me shit. When I've confronted him and jumped out the car to smash his face, he shit himself. Took off like a rocket. Push.
Okay.
Right. So the outcome of the, as I would about,
I would
Trad Radio,
recommend an
got,
i5
yeah,
processor,
the outcome
or
of the
Ryzen 5
interview
and a 16
is
gig
that,
of RAM
that we've,
at least.
I got a fucking tag.
We've released
2000
Mr.
series,
Bronson
I
on
would
tag.
recommend.
Put an anklet on him for 48 hours. So while we do our investigations.
And what's Mr. Bronson done?
Fuck off. Sticking up
It's
for me.
it's regarding
family.
his
his
warrant.
Right.
Polo. He did it an officer today.
Right.
But like we said to Mr.
I hit
Bronson.
the officer because I thought it was Butch. The
You thought it was
Butch, the little shit house
Yeah,
duck.
okay.
And you know the officer took her on the chin like a man. Did say
But
sorry.
the time was.
Why is Ted here?
30
Because
months, but we
someone's
spent
put a
30
hit.
months
Apparently, an officer
Okay.
So
has put a hit out on
fine.
Ted and his family.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, we're going to have to obviously have a conflab with the officer. So we'll be in touch with you if that's all right.
Yeah, no funny phone calls though, you know what I mean?
No, you don't.
Is
that right, Ted?
Yeah, or listen, or can we deal with it like men? Just put him in the cell with me on his own for 5 minutes.
Well,
just 5 minutes. Just that's all I need. Just lock me and him in, and let's see the better man will walk out.
Yeah, that's then.
Right, gentlemen.
Have a blood.
Fucking tempting, but thank you anyway. Yeah. Cheers, gentlemen.
Scottish Shine,
we will
welcome
be in
in.
touch. All right.
Scottish one.
Cheers later.
Home.
Still
Thank
can't
you.
believe I got no fucking
Scottish one,
biscuits.
welcome in.
I've offered you some.
I've
not
got
gonna lie.
Twix.
I'm not gonna lie. GC1, can I have a private word with you?
Yes.
Right, I need to get. Oh,
You're not going to
you
fight
want
my
me to-
face again, are you?
No.
Alright,
Like,
good.
this is serious, pal. Like, that
Good.
guy made fucking Tim go home. He went to bed.
Well, you obviously don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I know. I'm sat here all alone, and it's because of this fucking guy thinks that that just because he's got a police uniform on, that he can fucking abuse his shit. Do you know what I mean?
No, I understand. Something that we don't accept.
I would be a better officer than him. I'm not going to because I'm not allowed. But
yeah.
You know what? Like, there's no respect. They don't respect you.
We will have a chat with him. Ultimately, at the moment, did he do it in a high dense area where there might be CCTV that we can try and inquire?
No, but I have plenty of witnesses. So
Okay, so
obviously
witnesses is
Charlie,
okay.
Mom, she's a PD officer, so he threatened to murder another PD officer.
Of course, Ted. What I have to do as well, I have to try and evaluate what will stand up in court. People saying things, yes, is very good towards the situation. Then the judges and the people may turn around, or the jury may turn around and say, well, it's all right, them all ganging up and saying this is it, but what other evidence do we have? So that's where we got to try and evaluate what other evidence. Is there any CCTV in the areas that he's saying it, or is there any
right, I need to go
paper
grab Butch
copies
before he flies out,
yeah,
all
that's
right?
fine. Yeah. Is there any paper copies of him saying stuff like that, or is it all verbal? Is it a case that maybe we can hook you up with a wire and then you can record it? Stuff like that, Ted.
Well, he's not going to say it again, is he?
Well, we've had more. We've had multiple from yourself.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Actually, do you know what? I was outside PD. I was getting my car, and some guy came over on a bike, and he was like, "Oh, there's a hit been put out on you.
Right.
Watch your back."
Do you know? Right. Let me see you at the door anyway.
Go on, Ted.
Ted.
Is that private or are we going to?
Ted, follow me a sec. Just take this, bud. Take that. Right, follow me.
bad luck to put it up indoors.
Well, you know, I have to give it somehow. Right. You know your little push me button?
Yeah.
Has it got a recording thing on there?
Yeah.
Okay, so next time you get something like that, push it. Keep it.
But he didn't say it to me directly. It was Charlie. Like, he told me.
Right, okay, so someone's only come up to you and said someone's put a hit on you, basically.
Yeah, because he was going around fucking speaking to all these big boys in the city to try, because they're going to do it. Do you really think someone's going to kill a whole family? The fuck? No one's that sick.
No, of course. I'm just trying to find scenarios that we can try and help as well, okay? Let's see what he comes out with first.
He's obviously going to lie because, you know, but it is what it is.
We'll get to the bottom there. We'll do our very best to protect you and the rest of the family, just like we do with everyone else in the city.
Dad doesn't know about this, so if
okay,
all I'm saying, if Dad knows, he's fucked.
Yeah, we'll try and do what we can. Okay.
All right.
Cool. Stay safe out there.
No problem. You too.
Just take care, buddy.
Cue some James Blunt music while I walk away in the rain.
Let's see what he's got to say. You guys are waiting to talk to me, aren't you?
Yeah, but I've got a separate thing that you talked about, and one person in there can't be there.
Yeah, let's go upstairs, Willie. Let me just let them know.
You didn't think of reporting any of this to us?
Robbie?
Yeah, it's all reported to Web. It's all been reported. Literally all of it.
Robbie, you happy to take this and I'll deal with it after you boys?
Covering my back every day.
Sorry,
you can ask Web.
Are you able to continue with this and I'll deal with the RPU boys out there?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So, we've had a...
Right, should we just pop upstairs a little while?
Yeah, no worries.
Where's Rogers?
He's headed up already, he's too fast.
Perfect. Yeah, it's all good. Right, let's just deal with this and then we'll get back out there. I enjoyed that body situation, actually. I really like getting the DNA out and stuff. Cool. So, go on, you first.
Myself?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously, Rogers obviously knows about this, he's actually tangled. So, Jeff, I know he's no longer with us. There's some points I need to bring up. So, he has, for the last week, been messaging me constantly in emails, basically fearing to come to work. Gave some pretty solid evidence and some good facts. So number one will be, he feels like he's been bullied by Yorkshire when he was here. I witnessed it myself sometimes, just the way that he spoke to him, using profanity and normal sentences when there's no need as well, raising the tone. There was one incident where Jeff, caused an RTC, apologised to the person and offered his RAC bill. He did pay that, and then apparently Yorkshire's went up to him and told him, no, you'll be compensating him as well. He made the person £2,500 compensation.
Yep.
Second incident is Yorkshire's not really shouting at him, but he was complaining at him for always using body cam as evidence or using body cam as footage, which obviously that's the whole reason why we run it. And lastly, most importantly, is what I don't understand myself, is when Steve Coster was training Jeff, they both got in a car and got out, just coming out of PD.
Eastern GW, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you.
Yorkshire was sitting in a car, just at the gate, and as they were driving out, I heard Yorkshire saying he's next on my hit list. So, the question I have for that is, number one, why does a police officer have a hit list?
Yep.
Shouldn't really be that. He confirmed to me he wasn't on the phone. I don't want to rub anyone in, but he did say GC2 was sitting in time. So he said they weren't on the phone and they were in the same radio. They weren't on radio either. But as they went out, that's what they heard coming from him. And then yesterday, Yorkshire was going round PD officers asking if they had any problems with higher-ups. He kept the words higher-ups. Are you sure there's no higher-ups that are any problems? I says no. And then he pointed to Jeff and he says, right, Jeff, you've got problems with me. How we knew Jeff had problems with him, I've got no idea. Jeff does have eyes on at times, but apart from that, I've got no idea how he had the problems, Jeff. It's Jeff. Actually, he's scared of the guy. He wouldn't go up to him and tell him that he's got problems with him. He was
Hello,
fearing
Lauren.
coming to work, basically.
How you doing? Okay.
And then, lastly, when you were all in a meeting at the RAC come up, I quickly took them in because you were too busy. They are set at default of making 99 calls and no PD officers in London. I explained to them that one we were in a meeting and we had a hostage situation outside.
Yep.
They said the last 2 or 3 times we've had it, there's been no PD officers phone up. I believe last time we went, I went myself, but there was also a group that
certainly makes us think, doesn't it?
They've had 2 people hostage today. And
I just got to
made
prove
a
it.
99 call and there was not one response. They came down to the station. I don't know who it was, but officer said to them, "We've seen it, but we chose not to. We've seen it, but we didn't respond because we were in a meeting."
Right. Okay.
Thing is, can't RAC get onto our radio now? I know we can get onto theirs and they get onto
The thing that I
ours.
suggested to them is if we just do like hourly welfare checks, but I don't know if that's something we could do, but they definitely want something to be done.
Yeah.
It tends to keep having gang fights outside RAC or, you know, hostage or something like that.
Okay, leave that one with me. I've got a little idea.
No worries. It just seemed a bit as well how he came
Yeah.
up and he was asking, "Fire up, do you not get any fire up?" He just kept going 3-4 times. I said, "No, like, no higher, no problem with anyone."
Yeah,
Didn't bring up the thing about Jeff because it wasn't the time and place, just PCSOs and everything around it, and but just felt it's quite important because
very shortly.
since I'm extra tank or 2, I wouldn't like anyone.
Yo,
in
how
my
you doing,
unit
Ben?
be
Good to
getting
see ya.
done without
Infuse.
being- Or no, even just my unit, any unit.
Yeah. Okay. Right, leave that one with me. I've got an idea.
No worries.
So obviously, both of you again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Very good cover letters.
Thank you.
So, as I've said in the meeting, obviously, you guys run the division ultimately. I won't need to step in unless you are unsure on anything and you want help, or obviously things get diverted off from what the foundations have been set to, stuff like that. If you want to change them and you've got better ideas, I'm all willing to, you know, if they're here to better that, then brilliant, go for it. But obviously, you know, we tried to work it out, haven't we, that as best as we can. I feel like we've got a good structure currently within it. And if you want to improve on that, then brilliant. I will take a look at the hire cars. It's on my next list to do so before I finish. And obviously confirm, deny, etc. there. But ultimately, the ideas that you've given already is good, so I would imagine it's on that par anyway.
Yep.
So yeah, that's on my next list to do. But ultimately, I obviously step back from RPU and allowing you to now utilize the division yourselves, but I'm still around if you need it. I'm not throwing you in the dark. All I'm giving you guys the heads up is that you have full control of the unit. Work together as a team, keep activity levels high, keep training high, keep operations high, and give people objectives to come in daily and do, you know. So maybe set them little goals to complete. So by the end of the week, you want X amount of stolen cars off the street or whatever, and people keep a tally or whatever. Try and get a little leaderboard going or something that people go, fucking hell, you know, I can't wait to get on because I want to get this done or that done, etc. Just try and encourage people to stay on and be on. But other than that, I've got no issues with either of you, and I feel that we're going to have some good stuff coming out of you.
Just talking to Rogers, the main thing that we're going to...
Gamma, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're well.
Obviously, a monthly refresher for an RPU driver level 3s. So obviously, we're doing the names, we've done it, and then just to keep everyone in tabs. Because I know, like, when they're in pursuits, they won't get a chance. They've got that training, but they won't not get a chance to do it much because obviously RPU take lead. RPU can execute them because they're obviously lead. So I feel like other units don't get a chance to actually use their training. So just a monthly refresher just to make sure everything's still...
I 100% agree. 100% agree. We should be having that anyway. Driving is the biggest thing everyone does, so they should be having regular.
Yeah. No worries.
Sweet.
With obviously our levels as well.
Yep.
Obviously, we've lost Steve some point last night. I've been told by Monday today, and obviously Rodney.
I heard that. Yeah. Where is he now?
NH. He's gone to NHS apparently.
Okay. To be honest with you, I felt that was probably always going to happen if he didn't get it. But, you know, I did say to him the pointers on why he didn't and what feedback I can give him. Shame that he has left, but, you know, if you try that hard to get something and you don't get it, then fair enough. There's nothing else you can say.
Yeah, so there's basically, well, I think there's about 5 of us on the rota, and 2 of them, obviously, you don't see around that much, so...
No problem. Just as Robbie said, you know, we're following that rule book now, so 2-week things, stuff like that, and you know, LOA stuff like that.
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, no, we'll crack on with that.
Cheers for your
Perfect. Good stuff.
Cheers.
Take care, lads.
Thank you. I think there's someone out here waiting for you, Tom.
Is there? Oh.
Hello.
Hello, mate. We have a bit of a situation.
Oh, for fuck's sake! What now?
Oh yeah.
Hello, boys.
Fuck's
sake. Fucking hell, it's a ghost.
Hello,
Rogers.
boys.
Rogers and Lumsden.
Police Constable Sean Ross.
Come in a sec.
Right there. 17 at your service, mate.
Yeah.
This gentleman you'll probably recognise.
I'm order, please.
Or not.
Hello, mate.
Take a picture.
Because you won't see him again for 6 months.
Yes.
Hello, mate.
There we go, nice pose.
Alright.
Is this the problem?
Yeah, mate, here we go.
No, this isn't, but
Guess
it will be a
who
problem
is
if he doesn't sort himself out.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Right, are you back for good, or are you, what you doing?
Me, man. I'm back for good.
Right, okay.
Does for good mean you're going to come in duty? And...
Yes, mate. You'll see me in the streets like there's no tomorrow, mate.
Right.
Okay, so this guy has
you've got half the right vest on.
Hey?
You've got half of your right vest on.
Yeah.
You just need a blue shirt, and you're there.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, mate. Something else for you, mate.
So this guy's been around the force quite a bit. He's our local prostitute. He's...
Did his moves, man. Hey, that's been there.
Right. I told him before he went away on his little holiday that he'd be PC in RPU. Robbie, if you want to intercept or whatever, no problem.
No,
we'll go together.
You go missing again.
You don't come back.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Understood?
Well, at least I ain't going missing anytime soon, eh?
Good stuff. Can you take him under your wing, Sean Ross?
Drop him out of a tree.
He's got ex-RPU commander experience, so
sweet.
As long as he's in, he'll do a good job for you.
Sweet, thank you.
It's got to be in there.
Sean, meet your 2 commanders.
Hello, boys. Hello, Reese, mate. Hello, Smooch. Hello, Bill. Hello, mate.
Cool.
Good.
You can kiss and cuddle, and we'll let you crack on. Right, Robbie, Swifty.
Robbie, your hairline's still bad, mate.
Fuck you, Sean. Oh, mate, it was seeing a
Where's
ghost.
Swifty?
Swifty. Got me. Swifty. Swifty.
No. Whispering, please.
Yep.
What's happened now?
So we've had reports from the 2 commanders that Jeff, who left, put in reports of bullying towards him against Yorkshire.
Right.
These guys also witnessed Yorkshire as they were leaving PD on a few occasions, saying he's next on my hit list and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know what to do at the moment. But we just need to obviously have a sit down. Whether Swifty, you can open that investigation book for internal affairs.
Indeed, yeah.
Just keep that one to yourself, please, and see what you can do. For the protection of the person, I currently have 3 people wired up. That have been wired up for a while.
Yep.
So just keep that one to yourself and see what you can find.
No problem.
And we'll go from there.
Yeah.
Anything you suggest, Robbie?
I don't know what to say at the moment, mate.
I know you've spent quite a bit of time with him in the car, stuff like that.
With Jeff?
No, with Yorkshire and his behaviours. We've obviously had tweets the other day to say him and Del Boy have been together a lot, and they've been putting hits on people for 50,000 as well.
Right. Has Jeff got any proof?
Jeff does run body cam with proof of it. I'm told.
We need to see that.
Yeah, which I'm sure we can get. Which may be the reason why we were getting them emails, but he's not come to us directly and told us that. But he's gone to obviously the guys that were training him, because obviously don't forget Jeff took him under his wing, didn't they? Sorry.
But also Jeff has just been fired.
No, this was not Jeff coming to me. This was Rogers and Lumsden who wanted to talk to me before we even fired Jeff. They said straight after the meeting they wanted to talk to me, but because of the State Zero and everything else, it's been pushed and pushed and pushed. And they've come to me now to tell me that Jeff, they've witnessed him, because don't forget they took Jeff under their wing, didn't they? And they took Jeff for a little while and trained him up in RPU, because I allowed that, didn't I? And during them training exercises, that's when they've been hearing it themselves as well. In their own eyes.
What are we doing with the whole Butch situation as well? Obviously, I told Butch Charles he's got 48 hours on bail.
Again, something that you guys are going to have to... I wasn't in that meeting to see what Butch comes out with. Monitor again, maybe another internal investigation. Internal affairs or whatever.
Yeah.
Get one of your other guys to...
well, we need to interview Jeff, really.
Yeah, that as well. But yeah, I'm going to make a few phone calls on the way out. Should we go and catch a couple of crumbs?
That'd be nice.
I've got about 15 minutes in me.
Yeah.
HR disaster. You know, you've seen it all today, haven't you? You've seen it all. Drama between officers. Like, absolutely. Yep, you got it. Put it. Another rose, another stream, another rose. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hello, mate. You got any update for me?
An update?
Yep.
An update on what?
What we were speaking about the other day?
The Yorkshire situation.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think the girls haven't flew in
location
today or yesterday.
Right.
I'll find out in emails.
Okay.
To double check because I know they had that wire.
Shit.
Didn't
Yes, please. Yeah.
Cheers, thank you. No,
yeah, mate, I'll find out and I'll let you know.
Things that...
Please do. Thank you.
No worries, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, not this shit.
I don't know what this
What the fuck?
They do it, those things. I don't know what
Pumpkins.
it is.
I felt like I just had a heart attack.
It's a
no wonder my
speed
head
barrel.
keeps going a bit weird.
It's what we used to have at Legion, wasn't it?
So what's this State Zero we're going to?
So officers detained someone and he's got surrounded.
Yeah, we'll check on officers.
Hey, FiveM, on the way.
Hayden, Scott Martin, good to see you. 5
Delta
days
2
clean,
plus
yeah, that's correct,
2,
Curtis,
step
yes. Is that...
Yeah, we've got an officer with 5
Maybe?
seconds out. DOI on arrival seems
Maybe?
to be stabbed to death.
Watch you every single night. I appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome in, Mr. Shaw. How are we?
Is it possible we can get the scene?
We've got multiple. Sorry to break on. We've got multiple
sake,
vehicles leaving. Sadly, heading back into the city.
It's always, you know what it is like, Sean. There's always some sort of drama, isn't there? Within everything, really. You have it within gangs. You have it in everything.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
What's going on? There's an officer down, is there?
Apologies for breaking.
I believe so.
That's alright, man.
It's
quick one, guys. Bentley Continental has the suspect, and they've rammed the officer out of the vehicle and got the suspect out of it. Last seen heading westbound Joshua Road towards the city, probably in the Crampton area. Go ahead.
Is that what we just passed?
Yeah, there were 3 of them.
So why are we not chasing that one if we got people on scene?
Proceed, mate. Thanks for your sense of that.
No idea.
So who's got the officer? The Bentley? Because that's all we're interested
Sean
in
must
at the
be.
moment, surely.
The officer's dead.
The officer's dead.
Right.
They've rammed him out and killed him, I believe. And
We
then...
may now have a civilian down as well.
And a civilian as well.
Speeding along and then swerved off the road. So it's
Where's
the guy
all
in the
the chicks
Bentley.
from?
Hey,
the guy
Jim, welcome
we're after,
back.
Yeah? Yes, Bentley Continental with a
Heading
Right,
westbound.
as we're
Well, this is-
floating around,
it's
guys,
come
I'm
to
going
us
to go
already.
and sort my
Southbound.
son out. So I will pass you over. Let's go see who we got. I believe my son is crying. So I'm going to go and find out who we can raid.
Can I get hospital vehicle, please, mate?
Swifty's arrived.
I didn't touch that in my eyes.
We've got a few people. I know. I've got to get off. My son is crying, so I want to obviously go look after them and get a good night's sleep as well. So who should we go to? You've got Ranger Stompy. We go to Robbie. Who do you want to go to? Do we want? I haven't done Ranger Stompy before, which is a good one to go to. You want to go to Robbie? Yeah. Cool. We'll go to Robbie then for tonight, just so we can keep him with the PD stuff.
Yeah, which vehicle's that?
Cool. Right, go give Robbie a raid, a massive follow if you haven't already. I will look forward to seeing you all Wednesday night. Tomorrow night off because I'm going to the football and stuff like that. So I'll be back on Wednesday. Have a brilliant evening, guys. Take care. It's been a great stream tonight, actually. I've really enjoyed it, especially from what we had yesterday. So, hope Luton lose. Thanks, Tom. I will see you all on Wednesday.
That's gonna be
Good night.
on the road.
Take care.